finances, bless the family, bless Isaac Berry. Bless his wife, bless his family, Jesus' name we pray.
Oh. Ain't nobody head. I mean, ain't nobody face.
They show, you can see it all.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that.
Yeah.
So how we look with it right here? With it right there?
Huh?
How we look with it right here?
You gonna it's what you need to cancel out.
What's up, Esther Miller, Marie Green, Yvette Jackson? What's up, Tony? What's up, Rashid? What's crack-a-lagging, fam? What's crap? Tiago, I don't know why you on here. You ought to be in here, Tiago. Quit playing. Oh, see, you don't hear the music. You got to come to foxtrotradio.com to hear the music. What's up, Gail? What's up, Vanessa? Letitia? What's going on? What's crack-a-lagging? Where y'all watching from? John L., what's crack-a-lagging, bro? Let me put this number down right here while we warming up. Richard Roberts, what's going on with you? Teddy Graham, what's happening? What's happening? Jersey, oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, Zola Yee, what's up, Shantae? Shantae, what's going on? The real Shantae. Hey, Latoya Rose, what's crack-a-lagging? What's crack-a-lagging? Tiffany Real. See how I gave you that accent? What's going on, Carol Hester?
Okay, so what you get ready to do is to come in and do your 1 to 3 months. 3 months.
1 to 3 months.
1 to 3 minutes intro and so on and so forth. Then we're gonna come back and hopefully your guests will be here.
All right. Well, I want them to come in at 6:15 no way, but yeah, they should still be here by now. Tiago, where you at? Hey, Katrina Dunbar, it's your little pretty self. You visiting in Fort Worth? That's what's up. I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay.
Y'all need to go on foxtrotradio.com so y'all can hear the music and y'all can see everybody.
Okay. Trina, you in on this one? You talking or you not talking?
No.
What's up, Blake Rashad?
Okay, you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, going live. Going in 5, 4, 3.
And we're here with Random Thoughts with DVP. Guess who I am? I'm still DVP, and it's Wednesday, 6 o'clock, so we're going to get ready to do what we do. For those y'all who are new to the show, this is Random Thoughts with DVP, of course. This is a talk show hosted by the one and only DVP. We're going to have a good time. The day's show is going to be about dads and about child support and custody. And since I got some men here, ladies, we're going to even have some questions about dating and the whole thing. We're going to touch a lot of those subjects. But hey, for those y'all that don't know, I'm DVP. I'm new here at foxtratradio.com, which is where y'all need to be watching so y'all can hear the music. We're going to have a call-in number for y'all, which is 770-703-5494. So, hey, get your little something to drink, get you some fries, sit back, and let's have a good time for the next 2 hours. All right? Y'all know what it is. I'll be right back.
Audio out, visual out. Good job. I unplugged that cord because it was making that noise. So I'm going to help you up outside.
I don't say nothing. I'll be paying attention. So
You don't have to come from that side. I'm gonna come from under the door.
Yeah, I don't be wanting to get in trouble.
I got you.
Thank you, Letitia.
Trina, you okay
Hey,
over there?
Ursula.
You want some water?
I'm fine, thank you.
DVP, you want some water?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Tiago, I said no later than. Well, stop playing. You so colored. But y'all need to check out foxtratradio.com. All right? Thank you. Let me get this. What's up, Ange, Max? What's going on? Glad to have you here. So what y'all got good going on this weekend? Anything that y'all can tell me that I won't get in trouble for? Hey,
Trina, I saw,
Tanner, Miss Phillips, I ain't even gonna try to pronounce because I know I'm gonna mess it up. Where y'all watching from?
When I tell you that reminds me of my friend.
Troy Bailey, what's cracking like? What's good with you, bro?
Really?
Vanessa Sims, how are you?
When I tell you she was
Wow.
so much.
Oh yeah, we into the boots both. I ain't got my boots on today because it was raining, but the bow tie, the bracelets. Oh, let me get rid of the rubber band. For somebody talk bad about me. What's going on, Marla Todd? Welcome to Random Thoughts. We're having a little commercial break right now. But in the meantime, in between time, if y'all got something y'all want me to talk about, just inbox me or inbox somebody on my staff. But, you know, make sure y'all go to the page and like my page. Oscar Red Williams, what's going on? Oh, yeah, we live. Oh, we live. What's up, Bridget Williams? Go to Random Thoughts with DVP. Let me know what y'all want to talk about. I will do a show just for y'all. I get some guests in and everything. That's the reason I left that bathroom door. You know what I'm saying? But my guests will be here in a minute. I just got to get my intro in, let y'all, you know, just let y'all get the feel of it. I'm surrounded by, you know, just pretty women right now till my company get here, so I'm enjoying myself. Miss JJ and Trina, they doing their thing, making sure I'm on point. You know, they say a man can't truly be great without some women behind him. I don't know if they behind me. I think I'm behind them. They be telling me what to do. I just smile when they tell me because I know better. Y'all need to come on to the station.
And then when it's time for you to talk, I'll put the mic right before you.
And Max, what's good with you? We ready for part 2 of your show. This ain't that show right now. This one's gonna be about daddies and child support stuff. But me and Trina, we waiting for part 2 on your show. Yeah, my shoe game right now, it ain't up to par, but it was raining. So, Randolph, what's happening, bro? See, Randolph, you missed the show about me inviting people over to the house. Now, I invited you. I did a show about how I don't invite people. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Put your water bottle down for me. Next time you by yourself, for the beginning, we still gonna put you there and just kind of revamp you to there when your guests come, okay?
Okay. Well, I'm trying to make it happen out of having more than 2. That way they can be right there.
I mean, you can have as many guests as you want. Okay. Here we going live. Y'all don't know nothing about this song right here. Going
Yeah.
at 5, 4, 3.
And I am back in black still. Random Thoughts with DVP. I give $100 to anybody who can guess who I am in the next 5 seconds. And y'all should have called in quick enough. But hey, I'm DVP. I'm the host of the show. And, you know, before my guests get here, I just got to talk about, you know, it's parts of the show. It's still my show. It's called Random Thoughts. So sometimes I'm still unpredictable and I got things I want to say at the last minute. And Trina, what was we talking about that was bothering me lately that didn't have anything to do with child support, so I can go and get my monologue in? Did you remember? See, y'all should see the look she gave me now, like we don't stay in the same place and we don't talk to each other. Saga, what's going on? Y'all should see that look. It's hilarious. Now she don't know nothing. She like, where did I know you from? What was, I want to talk about this election right quick before they get here, because, you know, this is a serious portion. I'm so confused. Oh, you got to hear the music, you got to go to foxtrotradio.com. But for this election thing, we talk about so much how our vote don't matter. And do you see the lengths that they're going through to suppress our votes? And we only help them when we buy into that dumb theory that we ain't gonna vote because our vote don't count. Do you see all the stuff they're going through, the lawsuits that are being filed so they can count your vote? That should tell you how important the vote is, not just in this election, but in every election. And, you know, I talk about this, and I'm gonna talk about it in 2 more years before the next election. Let's get informed. And let's get informed and let's know what we voting for. Let's not just vote for color anymore or for something just so simple. And I get why some of us do it because the other people do it too. But I want us to be informed. let's make a change for us. Don't be so worried about what's going on in DC or another country. And we'll be right back. Trust me. But go to Fox.
You hear that wire? I hear that wire.
I can't hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it.
But y'all need to go to foxtratradio.com if y'all want to hear the music. That's what's going on, Miss McKesson.
I hear I hear it humming.
Big Ed, what's crackin' with you, bro? Honey Landers.
See if you hear what I'm hearing.
Am I gonna be seeing you next month? Hey, Jeanette.
Let's have them do a drop.
Can you hear him right now?
Yeah, we're gonna have them do a drop.
Okay.
What's a drop?
Hey,
We
this is
just come in and
DVP.
use it, yeah.
And you're listening to Random Thoughts. And
Oh,
we'll be right back.
just like a quick 20 seconds?
Yeah.
All right.
Because we need to hear your thing. Okay, going in 5, 4, 3.
This is your commercial break. We coming in live with Random Thoughts from DVP. And we just want to make sure y'all can hear us good. Let me know what's going on. And we'll be right back.
Okay, so you have to take those cords off.
I hear it.
It's doing a humble. It's not doing good for you over here.
Which chord? This one?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I should have enough power. Hey, Latanya Rowe. Honey, you gonna be ready by next month? Robert, where my music at? What's going on, Nigel Cleveland? Voodoo, you so silly. Hutch, what's crack-a-lacking, bro? It's been a minute. Yeah, so and Voodoo. I know they the same thing. What's up, Jeanette? Hey, Autumn Jackson, Cassandra Cooper, what's going on with y'all? Where y'all watching from? Saga. Nah. See, I'm driving now. You know, no drinking and driving, so I can't be driving. I can't be drinking because this show it's not in front of my door no more. Who said something about my door? Who do I need to get my lawyer to sue? Oh, that was you, Rusty. Yeah. What's going on, Tracy Bray? Hey, Hortense Stewart. What's going on? Y'all need to go to foxtratradio.com. Y'all can listen to this. Y'all know I'm an old man. Odessa, what's going on? Boss is in the house. Foxtratradio.com is where it's at. Y'all can hear this old school music because, you know, I'm an old guy. Woo! What it do?
You ready to come back in?
I am ready.
And hopefully we don't hear it no more.
Trina, can you go to my page to that chat where the dads is asking where they at?
Go to your page.
To Random Thoughts. Yeah, go to my page.
You mean
Oh,
like log in for your page?
Huh?
You mean like log
Yeah.
in for your page? To
Darren Bell.
Darren Bell?
Yeah.
Just the messenger though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Clark, what's crack-a-lacking?
Hey, Trina, go ahead and move your seat.
That's what's up, Miss
chair away from
McKesson.
the wires.
Okay.
There you go. Thank you.
Mary Anthony, what's good?
Okay, let's go back in. Going in 5, 4, 3.
And we're back. So, as I was saying before the break, let's get this vote thing done. Let's stop waiting and let's stop making excuses. It's crazy how many excuses we can make for why we don't want to do something, but we always want something to be better. And we just gonna keep hoping stuff in. Your vote does count. Your vote not only counts, it matters. So to sit back and say you're not gonna vote because it don't count, but you wanted the primary what's a good word? You wanted the primary bitches, stop, let it go. I mean, it's crazy how many people were proud of the fact that they didn't vote. What is that to argue about? Yeah, you that proud of the fact that you didn't vote, but in the same breath, you're gonna start hollering about what's disrespectful to your ancestors? Do you know what your parents and grandparents would have did to have a chance to vote? Just to have a chance. So I'm confused on why we take it so lightly, but we can't wait. We can't wait for Black Friday. We'll stand in line for hours and hours on end to buy some stuff on sale. We'll stand in line when the new Jordans come out. We'll stand in line when the new Madden game come out. But we can't stand in line for 10 or 15 minutes to vote. I'm kind of confused. Trent, how long did it take you to vote?
About 10 minutes.
10 minutes? It took me like 6 minutes. The longest wait was actually walking from my car to register. Because once I got in there, it took them like 30 seconds before they said, next, check my ID, and boom, that was it. So I'm confused on why we place so many things, why so many things are so much more important than voting for us. But we wanna make a difference. We got all these things that we claiming that we want to do. I'm just confused on that. All right, so make your vote count. Get out there and vote. Become educated, but learn what's going on in your area. Learn what's going on with your neighborhood. That's how you get to start making changes. Don't worry about what's happening in DC. And right now, we can't worry about what's going on. I live in Georgia. I don't like what's going on with the wildfires and stuff. But what's pressing to me is how we handling things in Georgia. And I'm looking at these recounts in Georgia, Florida. They had another state where they did them, and one of them was overturned. We gotta vote. We gotta vote. No matter how you feel about it, it's not a rigged system. They got a system of checks and balances. And you know what the checks and balances say? It's saying that we're not showing up. We're not showing up in mass. But every time I look on Facebook, I see everybody complaining about why we don't matter, why this, why that. Y'all boycotting football, y'all boycotting Dove, y'all boycotting KLM. I think y'all boycotting voting too, and y'all just forgot to tell people. Y'all boycotting a lot of stuff. And there's no reason for it. I mean, if you're gonna boycott, have a reason. So just saying, let's get on that. So that's my random thought to start the show with. Hopefully my dads will be here so we can get you ladies in, because I know y'all got questions. Because it was hot. Trina tried to get me kicked off Facebook because this guy said that, what did he say, child support is built to separate families and incarcerate men or something like that?
Yeah,
and really? Child support is built to, how can you pay child support if you're in jail? I was a cop. I ain't know nobody who went to jail for missing one child support payment. I don't know nobody who went to jail for missing two. So we're going to get some dads in here. We're going to talk about child support. We're going to talk about custody. We're going to talk about visitation. And you know what? We're going to have some raw stuff going on, because I got some things I think y'all going to want to hear. Some of y'all ain't going to agree with me, but it's okay. My mom said, if you can't whoop my ass, you can't make me change my mind. These are my random thoughts, and I'm DVP. I'll see you in a few minutes. How about that?
Are you out? Did you out? Good job.
Danielle Jones was
You
crack-a-lacking.
should have told them 6:30. You should have told them be here at 6.
Well, I did. I said no later than 6:15.
It's at 6:20. I would like for you guys to be there by 6:20. You should have told them 6 o'clock.
Yeah, bye. Here, not
Right.
coming up the stairs.
Right, but see, people don't know that, so you got to tell them to be here and let them wait out there.
Oh yeah, sometimes the system need to be reworked, but it ain't what's the number? The number is 770-703-5494. Yeah, cause Tim said he was gonna be here at 7.
Tim's here now.
Oh, is he?
Tim's just parked. Sylvester said 10 minutes. Are they not popping up on your thing? You don't get the messengers while you're on live?
That sounds like somebody right there.
Yeah, that's Tim, most likely. 'Cause he said he just parked.
You missed that door, Clay? That's what's up. I just posted, Robert, quit playing. Oh, let me move my rubber band out the way. Miss J didn't like my rubber band.
Stacky.
Hmm.
Stacky.
It goes with my outfit.
No, no,
It's clear.
no, no.
It's clear.
No rubber band is clear. It's not clear. Let me get you some new eyeballs.
What y'all doing for Thanksgiving? Who's cooking?
Nobody.
Trina, you know you're gonna cook for that man.
Yeah, you don't eat
I don't even
stuff.
like eating.
You don't eat that type of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Macaroni,
It's
cheese,
not,
greens.
But you know what, honey? It ain't designed for deadbeats more so. But there's a way to change the system.
I'm serious.
When I have my show, you're gonna be on one of my shows. I know we talk about how we can change the system.
Macaroni, cheese, and french
But
fries.
my initial beef was with somebody who don't want to pay child support claiming.
It looked like a straw.
Really?
Girl.
What you talking
How
about?
you doing?
I'm telling her how you don't eat noodles with holes in them.
What's your name? Oh, Tim Rogers. I'm sorry.
All right, more. This is a show for you, bro. Make sure you paying attention and call in 770-703-5494. I expect to hear from you, honey, because I know you got something to say. Linda's show would be nice if I had some stuff about the move. I could talk about it, but I ain't gonna talk bad about you. I'm just saying, if I had stuff, I could talk about it, couldn't I? Let me post this number right quick.
Okay, everything that you said, head set to go over your head,
You
and
do know
microphone
that,
that
right?
you're speaking through has already
You do
been
know I'm on that,
disinfected for
right?
you, okay?
On what?
What
You don't have to put them on right now.
Oh, well, I didn't know which page is on, so I'm just trying to help you out during the commercial break.
I'm doing both.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to help you out.
And I'm just letting you know I got this. I
So
got
go
this.
sit down, man. We need a referee,
You
team. We
brought me
need a
here for a
referee. We
reason.
need a
Thank you.
referee.
Nice to see you. You brought me here for a reason. I'm on it.
Why should you call in? Because you got a point. You got a point of view. What's going on, sir?
Oh, good, all right.
I'm good. I'm good. That's Tim right there. That's my photographer extraordinaire. You know, he got me into this modeling game.
I did what I could do.
Here, gangster. He made me come. We're gonna talk about it though, honey. That's, I already got a plan for you.
Okay, so now you know you have a guest, so you know your attention gonna be towards your guest in the camera, right?
That's the camera right there.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you, I was just getting ready to move this seat, but that's okay.
What's happening?
Nothing. That she go. Did you ask what look she got ready yet?
Oh, no, she got looks ready. I mean, I'm looking at one right now, so.
That sound like Tiago. Got some pictures up. I had to steal some at the last minute.
All right, you stole one for me?
Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil.
That's my favorite picture of me.
And I got one, I think it's of you and Char, and I think it's one of you and your mama and Char.
Oh, okay.
Because that is your mama, right? Yeah.
The one that don't look like she my mama?
What up, DC? I see you got married. What's happening with you? I see you even found somebody who wasn't as tall as you. I don't know how that happened.
Let's do side by side. You have to move this real quick. Watch your charger. Nobody want to step on your charger.
Oh. Was that Tiago? To the main? To the main? That's the cute.
Just because we moved this, we gotta re-disinfect it again. Sorry for the smell.
It's lemonade. I want some lemonade. I want some lemonade.
I was checking to make sure it was lemon and not orange.
Oh, you did bullet me into it. Tim made me start taking pictures. He didn't make me model. Tim made me do the, what do you call the picture taking portion of? What kind of modeling is that called?
Photo shoot?
Print.
Print.
Tim made me do print.
Yeah,
You made me do people.
yeah. I only do the print part.
You got one more guest coming?
Supposed to be.
Yeah. Sylvester wanted one.
Hey, Sharice Jackson. Ray J. Well, look at
Hey,
management
are you
showing
going
up and
to the
showing
house
up.
of the radio station?
Yes.
Back up.
She's finna get beat down. Tremaine finna get beat down. See, y'all think I be playing when y'all be saying me JJ is a bully. Y'all gonna learn.
I told everyone I go with you into modeling. You might take credit. You need his credit. Don't give me his credit again.
Who?
Ernest. He was like, but you told everyone I go with you into modeling.
Continue to lead and guide and-
Ernest, you did. You put your hand on my shoulder and said, you're gonna do this.
Amen. You gonna sit right here? The seat that
Amen.
you're sitting in, headset that goes over your head, the microphone you're speaking through has already been disinfected for you, okay?
What's up, Black man?
Oh, that's Pink. We'll talk about the though.
What's going on, Tim?
Hey, what's up? Tremaine, man.
Nice
Nice
to
to
meet
meet you.
I'm gonna do a little 12-second intro. Then I'm gonna let y'all tell a little something about yourself. About your
Good with you,
Them-
Trey.
What's up?
No introduction to me. Hey,
Whoa,
Hey, know you.
I've never met him. I've never met him.
for real?
I've never met him.
You've never met me?
I've never met
I
him.
don't know why I thought y'all had met.
I don't know,
Oh,
'cause I
don't-
didn't know
hey.
you was tall.
Hey, don't hug him. He stood us upstairs. Don't hug him.
No, see, no. But
Yeah,
You
who
did.
you
Yo.
co-signing with? Like,
What up,
you
Boo
gotta
Mike?
get the full story. You ain't even getting the full story. You just going off the line.
What lot? Did you show up?
No.
Okay, that's the full story.
But I had communicated with you with what I had going on.
Okay, but that was you supposed to drop off. Why? So you go do your event.
Yeah, but
Okay, see,
Mom
what,
vetoed
what
that
after
whole
the
game
butt, don't
plan.
nothing else count do it. Ain't that what Judge said? After the butt, nothing else count.
oh wow.
And to get everything
Yeah.
before that.
You might, and you want to disinfect
already-
that
What's up,
too?
Nicole?
I mean, you gonna
You
spray
just
that
gonna
down
lay it
too?
on the table?
Because I got another show I want you to be on, Ernest. What's going on, Robbie Brogan?
Oh, we jamming there.
Oh yeah, it's the old school version.
Oh, okay. Play some rainy night in Georgia. Oh, good lord.
You don't miss some of all that.
Okay, so let me go ahead and give you some information.
She'll pull you if you don't pay attention. And you have to come up so you can be on the camera.
You gotta speak into the mic, not
You
just
test,
outside
test,
of the
test.
You
door.
can tell when people want about a lot, they don't want to get on the camera too
Right.
quick.
I might lie a little bit.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Catch these for me, Trina. Okay, welcome to Foxtrot Radio. You're able to go live if you like, and you're able to go Facebook Live if you like. We don't have no problem with that. Okay, so listen, I got a couple of rules. When you hear the music going up under you, that's an indication for your host to go to break. He'll know exactly what to do. Whenever you get a chance, it's okay to talk amongst yourselves, but you want to look at that camera, kind of give them some eye contact, but that's our countries right there.
Okay.
Unless you just want to remain local, then they won't connect with you either. Okay? So just kind of make sure that you kind of give them some eye contact. You don't have to stare, but some eye
Yeah,
contact.
you know, when you spreading your BS, go on and look him in the eye.
So what?
When you spreading your BS.
Okay, so
What's
the
up,
mic
boss?
stay straight up. You're gonna have a symbol of a mic on each side. That's where you're talking. You're talking right there on the side.
Oh, right down the side. All right.
Right here on the side.
All right. Bet.
I already know you're
If
gonna
you look
get
over there
closer.
and she doing it, that means you're too far from the mic.
Okay.
You see me doing like this, that means I need you to get closer to the mic, okay?
Okay.
All right, if you see me doing like this, then that means somebody ain't doing enough talking. We gotta balance it out, okay?
All right.
So he'll know exactly
That's right.
what to do.
I'm just the host with the most.
Okay, do
All
me a
right,
favor, please. If you're already talking and you see me put the board up, do me the favor by just continuing talking because I need him to read the board. So just give me and buy me that time.
Okay.
Last but not least, you gotta be yourself because everybody else is taken. I'm sorry,
All right.
okay?
And if the phone ring, don't pay
I
no
was trying to be
attention. That's
somebody
just for
else
me.
today.
All right. Bet.
So yeah, don't just cause the phone ring, don't pay no attention.
All right.
I only saw my logo. I haven't seen me yet.
I don't know why, cause
Oh,
it
yeah.
just flashed you, Shaw, and your mama.
Oh, you got me deep in here. Okay. You just took all my.
Yeah, I
pictures
tried.
on
See, there you go,
Facebook.
Tim. There you go. It's crazy. I met Tim mama, didn't even know it was his mama. I met his
Word?
mom. I met his mom when I was working at a hair show. And it's like I met this lady. She was so nice. And he's like, that's one. I was like, wow.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
Ernest, that's who's the woman in the background. Ain't no females up in here. We ain't no livestock.
Uh-oh.
Oh, whoa.
Ernest finna get in trouble.
Whoa.
Already. You ain't even here.
Whoa.
Good googly moogly.
You ain't even got to say nothing about her. She got her own.
Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? If y'all got questions for the dads, let me know now. Remember, go to foxtrotradio.com. That's right. Go to that anyway. Cause I don't know how long I'm gonna keep y'all on my personal page on. I'm planning on cutting off and making y'all go to y'all need to either go to Facebook Live on Random Thoughts or come to Foxtrot Radio. What's going on at Net Swap Shop? Y'all ain't too long sometimes. Y'all be trying to get me tongue twisted.
Okay, let's go ahead and go in.
What's up, Titus Royale? Oh, you were going on that song. That's so foul.
Okay, we're gonna go in 30 seconds. When we're going in, every time you're coming in, you wanna make sure that you look at the camera. When you're going out, you wanna make sure that you're looking at the camera. Do you need a stand for your phones?
No, I'm
You
good.
okay?
I'm good.
You can hear out of your headsets?
Mhm.
Okay,
I
this is
can.
where I make my money at. This is where I make my money. I take pride in making my money,
All right.
okay? Do not take your headsets off until you hear me say audio out and visual out,
I
okay?
need both ears.
I should hit you with that
You don't
ruler.
have to, but I'm just saying, do not take your headsets off until you hear me say audio out, visual out.
All right.
We don't want
What's
the
up?
audience to see you doing this, okay?
All right. Bet.
All right, let's
Should
go in.
get you with that ruler.
DVP, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, come on, sirs. Let's look at the camera. Bring the audience in. We're going live in 5, 4, 3.
And guess who's back? And I'm still black. And y'all got 3 seconds to call in and win $100. Guess who I am? 3, 2, 1, boom. Another $100 gone again. But hey, this is DVP. I'm the host of Random Thoughts with DVP. And I got two of my partners. Joining me. You know, I ain't gonna talk bad about them. They on CP Tank. I told them here earlier. And they light skinned, so you can't trust them.
Wow.
But that's a whole nother show. So
6:30 in my book.
whatever. I'm gonna do this old school. I'm gonna introduce Tremaine first. It's my dude. He posted something. He tried to make a tear come to my eye. I almost got into a fight with it because I met this brother at a work site, and what was a 30-second conversation turned like 2-3 hours.
Yeah, true.
And
Facts.
Ernest, I pulled to him on. I did to him what you did to me. I just put my hand on his shoulder and told him what he was gonna be doing. I wanted to ask him, but I couldn't find no question marks in my bag. So This brother right here is Tremaine Santiago. He got a pretty little girl. I ain't gonna say nothing about it. He stood my little girl up this weekend, but that's a whole nother issue because we're gonna talk about the show. I'm gonna stay focused. I just had to throw that in there. It's Tremaine Santiago. Tremaine, give him a little something about yourself. Give him a little 20-second blurb. Don't give him too much.
He gave you enough. He told you enough. But I'm Tremaine Santiago. Everyone called me nickname Tiago. But I'm an IT professional. I have a daughter. She's 3. I've been doing this daddy thing solo for about 2 years now. Love my daughter. That's my world. Everybody, if you see me, you see her. That's just who I am, man. Nothing else matter after that.
Except I ain't seen it, but that's all in the story.
Oh wow, come on now, don't do that. Don't be like that. She said she didn't want to see you no way, so I let her win.
And on my left, y'all right, I don't know how y'all seeing this, but this Tim Rogers. Now me and Tim go way back to we go back to I don't know, the late 70s, early 80s. And Tim was the one who started first taking my pictures. Tim was the first one to get me kicked off Facebook with the picture with the guns. He one got me on Facebook probation the very first time for that picture. I got 30 days in Facebook jail for that picture. But Tim, we go way back. Tim got kids. He got a crazy wife who was on one of my shows. How you pick Mr. Right versus Mr. Right now. So I'm gonna let Tim tell him what's up. And you photographer.
I'm a photographer and I'm an IT
Not just a photographer, bro. Let me help you out.
No,
You're a photographer extraordinaire. Go on and throw that in there.
You know, I do what I can do.
Yeah, but they don't know. So tell them that you're a photographer extraordinaire.
Yeah, I'm a pretty good photographer. I've been doing this for a little bit over 40 years. Haven't been doing IT as long, but pretty close. You know, I enjoy creating, and so that's where we got our start. Darren is always in some kind of a fly suit or outfit, so I was like, hey, we need to take pictures, and that's how it started.
No, he didn't say we need to. He said you're gonna. That's what he said.
I was just
Trina, when you asked him that day he came over to the house, did he ask you if you wanted to take pictures?
No, we
Okay, I just want to get that in there.
So that's where you get it from. Okay, just wondering where that.
Hold on, you
don't know how to ask.
Hold on, we ain't aired this shit. You can still get stabbed doing the show. This is how violence doing shows take place. All right, so like I said, I was in a conversation. I want to say it was a couple of weeks ago about dads and the system. And one of the first questions I had, and these two gentlemen, they like me. We paid child support. One of the first questions I had was, do you prefer to pay it through the court system, or do you prefer to give it to the mom directly and have to keep up with it? Well, Tremaine?
My thing is this, man. I go the path of least resistance. So for me, paperwork is everything. Once you get your paperwork right, courts, you come in here, get your money, they do what you do. She's straight, I'm straight, everybody good, everybody happy. That part of the equation is already taken care of. So that's just my personal preference. I've actually done it both ways. I've done the cash, and you know, if you a day late, hey, where my money at? Where this at? Nah, okay, I ain't playing that game no more. Let me go ahead and let these people get this money. So for me, I'd rather do it through the courts. Other people may feel something else.
What about you, Tim?
I'm the opposite. I've been separated and divorced from my ex for almost 10 years now. And so for me, it's just, I don't need somebody to tell me what I have to do. And I mean, I don't think that everybody sees it that way. I made a decision. I talked to her about how much we were going to make it be, and I've given it to her like clockwork. So
y'all had a mutual arrangement.
Right. Never been through the court system with child support.
Love
Okay.
it.
And that's what's up. And you know, and I tell people, and I ask a lot of people because I'm in a bunch of different groups, and I ask a lot of women who tried to do the arrangement, it didn't work out for them. The guy always came up with something, and this is where I harp on deadbeat dads. Guys who gonna do what they supposed to do, and I'm gonna pick on Tremaine. He did it like I did. I prefer it just take out, I don't even see it. It's just one less something I gotta remember when I'm getting busy, because the lame excuse that I always see is something came up. And when something come up, the first thing that a lot of deadbeats want to do is exclude the dad and the mom. I mean, I'm sorry, the baby and the mom, because they too busy clubbing or whatever it is. I mean, your baby don't care if you lose your job, and that's your fault. Find another one. So I do like the system. It's fine if we can work something out. And I've been on both ends. One, I paid. One, I went to court for, because it was just, if y'all got a great relationship, sometimes the mutual agreement will work. But like I said, for me, I just prefer having it taken out my check, and I don't even have to worry about it. It's just something I don't have to worry about at all. But I'm watching, and I don't know if you guys noticed, y'all on Facebook, it seems like the people who complain most about child support are the ones who paying this $40 a week.
I can't get it. I don't understand it.
We talked about it. If I only had to pay $200 a month, I would write a check in January for the whole year.
I'll pay her up to 18 right now. Here, take
You know what I'm saying?
all that. You can have all that.
And you know, and I hear what guys saying about this happening, that happened, but I'm not buying it. And you know, I understand the child support system does need to be changed. I ain't gonna never say it don't, but there's some parts of it that we're totally responsible for. And I picked these brothers for a reason because they call themselves grown men. I know a little something about them. If you're gonna be a grown man, take care of your business. She got pregnant, but you got her pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't all on her. At some point, if you're gonna call yourself grown and you're gonna be this, you know, this BS king that you claim to be, handle your business. And you know, it's like I don't get why it is we oh man, she gonna do this with the money.
It don't really matter.
Yeah.
It don't.
I mean, at the end of the day, once you cut that check, that's her money.
Exactly.
It don't matter what she does with it, because you got to look at it like this: that baby, that child has to eat. That child needs a house to stay in. That house that she stays in needs heat, lights, whatever the case may be. And yes, you need it at your place as well. But if she's the primary custodial parent with your child, you need her to be straight. At the end of the day, that woman has to be straight, because your child is going to feel that energy. So if she's struggling and she always see mom struggling, your child is going to pick up on that. And if you call yourself a man or a king, because everybody want to scream king till it's time to do something that got king business around it. So if you call yourself that, you need to make sure your child good across the board. If you make them, take care of them. It's that simple.
Exactly.
And you know, to sit back and be a king and you keep saying that your woman is this or your woman that, one, you still picked her. So live with what you picked. Period. And one of the things, and Trina did this, I talked to Trina, I talked to a couple other women, and I didn't understand when I was younger. I had a problem with paying so much. And somebody brought it to my attention. And Trina was one of the main ones. You know what? When I'm behind or something, or even if I'm paying everything on time, guess what? Sometimes Trina need a break. So if Trina got to get a babysitter so she can do something, then I shouldn't worry about what she's doing the money. As long as my child is taken care of, she got to do what she got to do to maintain her sanity and her well-being. Because one of the biggest beats I got, you can get mad at me if you want to, but when we're single dads, like we've all been, guess what we can do? Real talk. We can go out and be hoes in the street. We can run the streets like we want to. We ain't got no responsibilities, but we will take that from a woman. So why shouldn't she have the ability to run the streets sometimes she wants to? Because we too busy running the streets / working, whatever we doing, that we don't want the kids. Some of y'all don't want the kids no more than them 4 days a month that you got to have them. So, you know, when I had a woman break it down to me in that respect, you know what, if she want to get her nails done or mani-peded, you know what, she deserved a reward for doing something that I don't want to do. I want to be able to run the streets and sleep with all these women while I'm holding her hostage, because that's all I'm really doing. I'm making sure she can't progress in life. I'm making sure she ain't got time to date another guy. What are y'all thoughts about that?
Even then, and you might not be running the street or, you know, hoeing. I mean, you might be. I mean, hey, it is what it is. But at the end
I missed out.
I mean, at the end of the day, you know, you have a lot more free time. And sometimes with that free time, you can generate more income. That's what, I mean, you should be hustling. I mean, you got kids, but she doesn't have that opportunity because she has to get the baby from daycare, this, that, and that. So you probably put a nice little clamp on her career or how far she can excel in her career. So there has to be some balance or some makeup for that. And because you don't have that responsibility, you can grind and get that money up. So just because you getting that money up for yourself, it ain't just for you anymore, because you got a whole nother life. So you're gonna have to come out of pocket. They say you got to pay to play, so pay your taxes.
And some of that money should be for her to do stuff on her own. Because like I say, if we being real, fellas, if we being real, knowing what we know about each other right now, how many of you would have truly wanted to raise your daughter your child by yourself?
I do. So unlike a lot of people, I get my daughter primarily like half the time. And
hold on, we're gonna hold that comment. We're gonna take a quick break, then we're gonna come back with you, and we're gonna get to that comment about custody and raising children. All right, Random Thoughts with EVP. We'll be back.
Audio out, visual out. Listen, we need to get him some more room. Trey needs some more room over here.
Oh God, I feel a little constricted. Thank you.
Yeah, you
Can I slide down?
Yeah, come on
You
down
can slide
this
that
way.
over.
You come on down this way.
I ain't gonna stop moving your mess. You know, you
No, you just need to get comfortable because I need you to get a little bit closer to that mic,
all right.
okay? I need you to have the space that you need.
All right, perfect. There we
You
go.
hear that sound? You hear that? That's the little boys in there.
That's what.
That's the little boys in there.
Oh, is it?
Mhm.
Okay.
7 minutes.
Really? This right here?
Hi, how are you? What's your
I
name?
don't know.
Sylvester, I'm Miss David. I can get you to sign it, or you signed it already?
Y'all got anything that's off limits?
Mhm.
Y'all got anything that's off limits?
Oh, nah, go ahead, get it.
How old's
Get
your
it.
daughter?
She's 3.
Okay, so my boys are older, they're like 15 and 18.
Okay.
If y'all
So
got
it's
questions,
different.
feel free to
Yeah, because
call in 77.
for me, I
0703
like I said, she was 1 when I
5494.
started this.
It's popping up.
And I'm like, yo, we ain't gonna be able to negotiate this thing for 18.
Right.
Because something gonna happen.
Right.
And you gonna get hot. And
Mhm.
Iron Man, what's good with you, bro?
so I need
Hey, Nicole,
I need
what's
to
going
get
on
this
in Florida?
paperwork right.
Right.
What's up, Mr. Winston?
So
Carlos, Yardley, what's happening with you?
now what
Kelly,
I'm about to say is gonna
Bernice.
sound real bad. Because at the end of the day,
Moscato.
I love my
Jimmy Camp know
daughter.
your personnel.
But
Truly, he
that
does.
day, so when it's time to take her back to her mama, man, I'm just gonna be real about it.
But it's kind of different because you're used to her not being there.
Mhm.
You want her there, you want to spend time with her, but
Mhm.
you've had all this freedom, and it's
Mhm.
like, okay, I need my time back.
There you go.
And
And most of us
You-
don't want
you
to get it
want
up,
what you-
though.
Right.
you're right.
And I like I said, I'm different. I get my daughter probably half the time. I get her 2 days out the week
Mhm.
on a non-weekend, and then I get her 3 days plus the weekend on the weekend.
Mhm.
So I have a lot of time with my daughter.
Right.
But there's still the best day.
Right.
You going
It's
back
the
home?
break. Like,
It's the break.
I have 4 children total. One's grown.
Mhm.
Then I've got 18, 15, and 13. So, because I'm remarried.
Okay.
And so I got the 18-year-old and the 13-year-old, not the 18, the 29-year-old and the 13-year-old remarried.
Okay.
So,
Well, they'll see you in the shot.
but
I'm just gonna move your
we
head
just
down.
kind of figure it out. So
That's
we had it
just-
set up where my daughter goes to her dad's the same weekend that my boys stay with their mom. So
Okay.
every other weekend we have a free
There
weekend.
you go. There you go. That's perfect. That's perfect. So yeah, we can definitely get on the co-parenting, all of that stuff.
Oh, yeah,
where
we
it
are.
was, where it was.
How
Okay.
long I got you for?
Man, to whatever.
Okay, that's one.
I ain't in no rush, man.
Oh, you-
I'm here.
You got me 5 more minutes though.
Say it
I'm just kidding.
It might be your slut in my butt today. I don't know what I'm saying.
But I did that yesterday.
See what I'm saying? I'm not messing with you. I'm not messing with you at all.
Did that yesterday. I had to pump it up a little
Did you
bit.
see Pink out there?
Who was Pink?
With the pink
She
hair.
had that pink mohawk.
Nah, I
I couldn't
did
have
not.
missed that.
I didn't see her
She
either.
went out there. She went out there.
Oh,
Oh, okay, yeah. Nah.
I'm like, it's kind of hard to miss that mohawk.
Uh.
What's up, Tanetta? Hey, Katrina Harley. Hey, I'm mad at you, Katrina. You supposed, man, I'm mad at you. You in trouble.
Trent, it ain't that cold out there, man. I mean, I know it's cold, but it ain't that
This is
cold.
the best. See how small I am?
I mean, I'm just saying.
You
You
see
wrote,
how small
you
I
wrote
am?
a
Really,
mic
Trina,
out
I've been
here,
had a show for a while. I'm just on
It's
radio
raining.
now.
I know you
I
ain't.
know you got
I
big
know,
jokes,
I
huh?
know you ain't have the motorcycle.
That was cold. It's cold in here. Everybody can't have meat on their bones like that.
No, you need to feed that girl, man.
You don't feed
You need to feed her.
Other girl.
I have to do two niggas. One drive me crazy and ready to kill them.
I thought Sylvester came in.
The oldest for them teenagers, you know?
Yeah, I think you did.
I'm at 13.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, y'all came through looking all spiffy. I'm looking all hood. Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, Sylvester?
Hey,
How you
Tremaine,
doing?
man. Nice to meet you.
Man, Tim,
What's
going on, Sam? Sylvester, how you doing?
Trina, I think she wants you to sit right there, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Trina, how you doing?
Still what you said.
Oh man, not much.
I am mad with you, Trina. We supposed to be talking about some stuff going on in our county. I ain't heard from you. Don't make me show up on your door. If y'all want to do Facebook Live, that's good. If you need something to hold your phone, just let her know. And she'll give you a phone
Top
hold.
of that tray, I'm advertising for me. I make these.
You made what?
I make these.
Oh, say that next time.
Or I could just tell the truth and say I'm cold.
Probably need you to sit just a little bit closer to the microphone. Once the show starts, if
Okay,
you start hearing music, she gonna give you the scoop.
that's right. I give you all the scoops. I help you out. Okay, so listen, welcome to Fox Trap Radio again, okay? It's okay to talk amongst yourselves. That's fine. But every now and then you want to connect with the camera. Just give them your eye. Let them know. Because if you don't connect with them, they just see the side of your face. They won't connect with you, okay? Listen, these is going to be some really hot topics. Go as far as you can go.
I got you. I got you.
Okay?
I'm ready. They ready.
When you hear the music coming up under you, that's an indication for you to go to break. Okay, the host will go to break. You know exactly what to do. If you're already talking and you hear the music, that means you're gonna come back. Listen, I'm gonna come back and answer that question. Okay, so you don't go into the question because otherwise I'm gonna fade you out and cut you off.
That works.
We don't want to do that. So this last but not least, you gotta be yourself. Everybody else is taken. Mr. Rogers is taken, Tremaine is taken, and DVP is taken.
I'm rentable.
You're taken
I'm
too, okay?
rentable.
All right.
And y'all pictures, we live on, we on there's a channel that we on too, and people seeing the same stuff. So if they go to Foxtrot Radio, they'll hear the music and they'll see all these pictures.
Gotcha.
All right,
So,
but
I got your little heavyweight championship belt up there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I was trying to pull stuff right quick. I was like,
I feel all important.
Okay.
Robert Hill, what's going on?
This your first time hearing about Foxtrot Radio?
Mhm.
First time?
Yeah.
Your first time, Mr. Rogers?
Just
Okay.
first time when he started over
I've
here.
heard of
Yeah,
it
when
before.
well, pretty much when he started.
Okay, that's okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is Foxtrot Radio TV. We're not a blog. We're not that. We're not a podcast. All respect to everybody else. We're radio TV, and we're seen in 131 countries. So when we going live into those countries. We're not taping them, cutting them, or anything else. So if you're messing up and you feel like you stumbled over something, just say, "Oh man, I stumbled over it. Let me go ahead and repeat it." We do split screens, run full videos, full commercial, visual, and audio. We do everything the CNN do. We do it right here. Welcome to the trap.
All right, we
And I'll send y'all the links for how you can tell people to watch it on TV
Mhm.
as opposed to just listening.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because it's like it's an app. It's a channel. What is it? 54 or 51?
54.
Yeah, we got a channel and everything.
Oh, we popping it up. Mama, look, Mama, I made it.
Now, Doug, I'm trying to get there. I'm still a B student. I'm still mad at you for them words.
Okay, let's go live. Okay, we want to bring the audience in. Everybody look at the camera. That's the delay. You don't have to look up there until you go into a break. It's a 20-second delay. Let's go live. Going live in 5, 4, 3.
And we're back. It's still Random Thoughts, and I'm still DVP, and I'm surrounded by 3 good brothers. Tremaine, Tim. Why his name don't even start with a T? I just noticed that. I just noticed that.
I mean, you always got to get
And-
an outline. He
and-
close though, right? It's an S, right? He close.
He right there.
He
Don't get in trouble. And I got my man Sylvester. Because I invited him to the show. Sylvester, single dad. I'm not single dad.
Well, not a single dad, but I have 3 kids. I have a 25-year-old,
Damn yo. Okay.
a 17-year-old,
No.
and my daughter who is 8. So
25, 35, and 8.
well,
What?
25, 17.
Same thing.
and
Same
8.
thing.
Yeah,
What
25.
made you jump off that bridge again, bro?
Man, I don't know, but I will say this. My daughter, there's nothing like having a daughter. Nothing like having a daughter.
Not at all.
I'm gonna say this because I love my girl, but when you have a daughter, you know what? You might well go on and pull that punk card because
That's
they make
it.
you a
That's all.
straight punk. You
Pretty
can't be
much.
hard or nothing. You
No,
just
pretty much.
all they gotta do is look at you with them big puppy dog eyes and say,
Oh,
Gangsta went out the
"Daddy,"
window.
and you realize all that hardness that you thought you had, you a
It
punk.
goes away.
It
It goes away. It does.
Then you get in your room trying to be tough again, but yeah, you done.
So you
done.
missed the first part. Did you pay child support through the court system? Did y'all have an arrangement, or do you have custody?
No. Well, actually, with my boys, we went ahead and did it through the court system, which was fine with me because that way, once you do it on time and things of that nature, you don't have any issues.
Right.
That was with my boys from me and my ex-wife,
Okay.
and that worked out really well.
Okay.
Now with my daughter, it started out outside of the court, but her mother, I think, as I started progressing and she started digressing,
Right.
it just started to become an issue with getting my daughter. I mean, I would get my daughter every weekend, pick my daughter up every weekend, sometimes during the week, and it just became an issue. And what basically happened was one day I went to see her and she said, "Well, I don't want checks anymore. I want you to give me cash." I said, "No, ma'am, that's not going to happen."
Right.
So at that point, she tried to hold my daughter from me. And what I had to do, which I went to the court. I went and put myself on child support.
Yeah, I hear this. He went to the court.
Yeah, I did it. And with that, it also legitimized my daughter as well. Because
Absolutely.
me and the mother were not married.
Right. A whole separate show. I'm getting to that too, though.
And it started out pretty good. But she thought that with me paying child support and the amount that I was paying, that I would be upset. But I had no problem with that.
And see, I'm a bet he was paying more than $40 a week.
I actually pay. I mean,
it's up to you now. But I'm just
it
saying,
doesn't
you,
bother me. I pay right now $1,065.
well, the point we was making was it seemed like it's these $40 a week dads who complain the most about child support and the system. Most of us who have jobs, we pay it and don't think twice about it. But every time I see one of these dads, and oh man, I'm giving her $75 every 2 weeks. I'm thinking you a deadbeat for real. You could be unemployed and put in more than, because I'm looking at your shoes, even though you got them from the flea market, they still cost $50. You
Right.
paying her $75 and you really got the heart to bitch about it?
I just got a quick question. So that's the you want to have a baby?
Hold on, this shit.
Oh, man.
All right, we're gonna take commercial break. All right, this just turned into the Jerry Springer show. This just turned into the Jerry Springer show. And that was part of the reason I wanted to have the show, because I do know some deadbeat dads. Trina can tell you a story about some deadbeat dads, because I ain't even gonna call their name. But what she getting from two dads, she got two children. What she getting from both of them, I'ma just say, it wouldn't even feed us 3 times a month. That's all I'm gonna say. I could be wrong. I mean, it depending on what we eat now. If we stick strictly to the dollar value meal, we might be able to eat 3.5 days. But if we want something that ain't on a dollar menu,
What's his judge's name? I need
Hey,
contact him.
hey, and I ain't gonna call it, but one on had the nerve to challenge me. Boy, stop playing. Boy, stop playing. But and this was the point. And we're gonna get back. What what we talking? What were you answering the question about?
So we was talking about.
Oh, let me ask one more question. And part of the issue was with we was talking about before you got here was about custody. Most of us, and I'm gonna say this for the GAMs, the grown ass men. Most of us would rather work than have custody because we can earn more money, and most of us really don't want the responsibility of being tied down. If we told the truth, because at some point, regardless of the reason, whether we want to be hoish, whether we like our freedom, because Rain said, hey, he loved his daughter, but he also loved taking her back, and that's a truism for most. I mean, I love my kids, but I knew when it came up to it, I knew that I could never be an everyday parent. I just didn't have what it takes. I didn't have that nurturing in me.
Well, I'm kind of the opposite.
And so you and Tim together.
Yeah, I actually, when we did go to court, I tried to get custody of my daughter, but the judge she told me that with the job that I held, that I couldn't do it because I wasn't home every day, even
Right.
though I'm home every day except one day out of the week. She still granted custody to the mother, but I love my daughter, man. Like I said, I love all my kids. But my sons, they're older, so I don't really have any issues with them.
Okay, well, yeah, we just want to talk. A lot of times,
So,
that's what we want to do.
For me, and when we went through the thing, I tried to get full custody of my daughter as well. Unfortunately for me, my daughter was 1, and they really didn't have a track record of me being a great dad, so that was just a dud from the word go. But I did manage to get pretty much joint, I guess, parenting time. In Georgia, they don't do joint custody or whatever. So I get my daughter a few days, 2 days out the week, on when I don't have her on the weekend. Then I get her 3 additional days out the week when I do have her on the weekend. So that's pretty much averages out. And I love it. I mean, I love my daughter. When I don't have her, I miss her. I can't wait to get her. But I can tell you, for me right now, from experience, the best day for me is when we shipping home back to our mom. I need that break. I need that time out. That's like me skipping night. Hey, you ready for school? We got to go to daycare. We're going to get green face, right? Let's go. You going back to mom. And so for me, I need that break. I need the time to decompress, to feel like I still have some semblance of my personal space, my free time, and I don't have to be in daddy mode 24/7, because I'm a different me when I'm in daddy mode. Nothing else matters. My world shuts down, and it's me and Faith 100%. So sometimes I need an off. I can't always be on like that.
Right, and that was what we were saying. The younger, less informed dads who fuss about what the mom is doing, the mom some of the money should go to her to take care of herself and pamper herself, because we got free time to do it.
Mm-hmm.
She got to make time to do that, because she got to find somebody to watch the baby so she can get that man and pet it. If she want to get her hair done, so what? She's taking care of your child. There's a price for that. You pay the daycare. And so don't get so caught up in what she's doing with the money. As long as if your child is being taken care of, be cool with it. Because understand this. If she's got custody and she becomes unhappy, guess what happens to your child? your child is even more unhappy. So that's just the cost for you picking who you pick. And I'm sure that, you know, we pick the wrong woman sometimes, but you got to man up and say, I picked the wrong woman, and either you got to rearrange your life to accept full custody or accept the consequence of that. Quit bitching and complaining. He went to the court system. I went. Did you go to jail?
No.
Did you go to jail for it?
No.
And I'm gonna tell you again, I was a cop for 22 years. You don't go to jail for child support for missing 1, 2, or even 3 payments.
No.
You go to jail for being a habitual misser.
Right.
Emphasis on bitch.
Mhm.
You go to jail for
Right.
missing all them payments.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you, they just like the credit card company. If something happened, if you call them, they know they can't get money out of you if you ain't working. So, but if you call them, because we so scared to call because we scared we're going to
Nah, I
jail,
know you ain't.
they will work with you.
Because if you paying what I pay in child support, if you see that you ain't gonna make that payment, you get on the phone ASAP.
Right,
I don't
but-
know what y'all. Yeah, now that it takes a minute for that $40 to add up.
Right.
But when you
Right.
paying over a rat in child support, you getting on the phone because that adds up quick. People
Right.
talking about passports ain't moving, and my passport gets suspended. I'm a little stuck out here in these streets.
Right.
So we making phone calls. Hey, I need this kind of time, or I need to do this, or I got you here. Hey, something work with me.
Right.
So you make them phone calls.
Speaking of phone calls, if you got a comment, question, 770-703-5494. And we here, we're gonna give you everything. Like I say, we've been there and we paid real money. Not like I said, Sylvester, if they told you that you only had to pay $40 a week, would you have wrote a check at the beginning of the year for the whole year?
I probably be dancing.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, because
Cash out to 18.
I'm gonna speak for all these brothers. If that's all we had to pay, we'd probably still give up some cash.
Right.
But hold on to that thought. We're gonna be right back. 770-703-5494. Random Thoughts with DVP. Come on back with me.
Audio out, visual out. Good job. We'll get you guys some water.
I didn't talk at all that time, so I'm
Yeah, you gotta talk. You gotta
Oh
say
yeah,
something.
don't be scared now.
Oh, no,
you gotta dive in, man. Depot.
Y'all just had a good talk.
He the shower.
Man, it's
Every money so you pay
it's
$345
rough.
a week.
Huh?
That's over
It's-
$1,300 a month.
I pay.
Okay,
Together money.
Sylvester?
Yes.
Tremaine, I'm getting you guys some water. You
Okay.
want cold or room temperature?
Room temperature.
Cold is fine.
I have one.
Like I said, that's for my daughter, and then for my son, the 17-year-old, it's $8.95 for him.
Oh boy, they killing you.
I mean, but
I pay 15 for my daughter. 15,
I
15.
had it bad.
15 for my
yeah,
daughter.
it's
It's tough. It's real
I don't
out
mind.
Right.
paid
I don't know. I
$2
mind.
No, really. I mean,
I mind.
the
I'm
only thing
I'm
that
real. I mind.
is I don't think the court systems here is really good. And when I say
Yes.
And that's I'm gonna do a show about
Because-
the things we need to work on because I've been on one of them. But what happens is it ain't enough of us who get together to speak on it. It's too many of the deadbeat dads. They're outnumbering us.
Because my thing is this: when you don't, the only thing you look at is a gross number, and say based on this gross, you make $10,000 a
Thank
month,
you. That
Right.
company ain't paying.
and that's all you see is $10,000 a month. You ain't looking at my bills. You ain't looking
Hey,
at
Joe.
how much time I'm
Yeah.
gonna get with her. None of that. You
What-
just all you see is $10,000, and you start throwing that in
But,
the
but
spreadsheet.
but you know what's crazy though, and a lot of people don't know it. The law says the more time you spend with the child, the less they
money.
get.
Right.
And see, that was why I got resistance from my ex. She didn't want to give up them,
But
and I lived
but
around the
here's the
corner.
funny thing about it: in Georgia, parenting time and child support aren't tied together. The only person that can give you a parenting time deviation is a judge. And if old boy ain't rocking with you on that given day, bruh, you can get her 15 or 50% of the time. You still gonna pay 100% of that child support.
You got to be their first case because them 5 deadbeats before you, they mess
There
up
you
the
go.
whole
There you
system.
go. And my last name been S, I'm done for, bruh. It's over.
Hey, Cassandra. Hey, Lydia.
My daughter's my daughter.
That's Michelle.
Like I said,
Dorothy
everything
Williams.
gonna turn. Get
What's up, Hank?
When
Hey, Michelle
I pick my
Sabrina.
daughter up, my daughter looked like garbage.
See, nah, I don't have them problems, bruh. I'm thankful.
I mean, I know
We need some
damn.
water.
I got some down here. I
Trina,
just moved.
they may see my pictures on Facebook.
Oh, they up there?
Every day.
Y'all run
That little
You
girl
know,
there every day. I see her little
I
face
mean, I'm
pop
doing
up.
something with her all the time.
That's it.
But
That's
I
me.
mean,
What's up, Sky?
sometimes I buy clothes. I have to do when I say everything.
Hey,
everything.
Helen.
See, and I'm
Thank you.
thankful. So my daughter was conceived from love. So just because we didn't make it in a relationship, and that might be a lot of my fault. I might not be the best at a relationship. Oh,
Right,
well.
right. You might not be a good
Right.
boyfriend, but you're a great dad.
I'm a great dad.
And that's all
And
you know.
so, and my daughter's mother is a great mom. So my daughter is always clean, nice, dressed, hair done, whatever the case may be. So I'm thankful for the woman I picked. We was friends. We've been friends for 10 years. So just when the relationship failed, we went through
I know we need
a
you.
rough patch.
We're gonna do a second
However,
show.
what I thought, even when I decided to get her pregnant, was we're never going to get too far from this friendship. We might go through our bust patch where we don't like each other, but at the end of the day, we friends.
Right.
So at some point, we going to get back to that, no matter how hard it is. And it took about a year, maybe a year and a half, and we're now kind of leveling off where we got this co-parent thing pocket. And sometimes she'll come at me crazy, and then you just, you gotta process your feelings on your own time.
I wish I was there for you.
So,
I mean, my biggest issue was my ex was controlling. She wanted to control everything that had to do with the marriage.
Y'all see
Let me
all
tell you-
that good information y'all
Yep, y'all finna get in trouble. That
you
was,
want to tell me the funny thing about
no,
it?
I heard that thought. We're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
I need all that on there.
Okay.
See,
Yeah,
'cause
I mean,
we already planning for part 2.
Let's go ahead and take you in. Sylvester, let's go ahead and move your water to the side on you, the side of you.
I'm good.
This
Now, is that not the best dad song ever right
Yes, yes.
That's
Every
the
time
joint.
it came on, I started rocking.
there? That's the joint. When that came out, man,
Yes.
it was right after I had my son too, and I was
And
doing the
then-
whole car seat thing.
And then for me, the one that make me tear up most times is Dance with My Father.
Oh yeah.
Put your water bottles on the side of you for me, please.
Right here.
Yeah. Sylvester, if you don't need that paper towel, I can go ahead and take it for you.
I'll just put it.
Okay? Got you.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Push to the show. You can see it in love.
That's your back.
Mr. Rogers, I need an audio.
We can make it.
I'm gonna need an audio drop from you right now, okay? Basically what you're saying, hey, this is Tim Rogers, and you listening to Random Thoughts on Fox Trap Radio.
Okay.
In the bottom part, you ready? Quiet on the set for me, please. This is just an audio. Okay, let's go in. Look at me, okay?
Yep.
When you see me doing like this, I need you to go ahead and do that talking for me. Quiet on the set. Going live in 5, 4, 3.
This is Tim Rogers, and you're live with Random Thoughts on Fox Trap Radio.
That's the way you do it.
Except
Now
next
get
time you
ready.
want to say random thoughts with DVP, or I'm gonna make you stand in the corner.
You didn't send me
Give
that.
Miss Day for that. She didn't have the
10 seconds. We're counting in 10 seconds.
What are we so fortunate about, honey?
Okay, all eyes on the camera. Let's bring it in. Going in 5, 4, 3.
We're back. It's still Random Thoughts with DVP. I'm gonna tell y'all because y'all never get it right. So y'all don't want this $100 I'm giving in for the caller who get it right. But what's up? Why y'all ain't calling? Y'all talking online. Come on, 770-703-5494. Now we do what we do. We guys, I don't think we ain't got no beer and chips here. But I want y'all to understand the inner workings. Ladies, quit complaining about deadbeat dads because you picked him. Just like I don't let guys complain about trifling women. You picked her. Understand, when you pick her, you know what she is, and if you still decide you want to have unprotected sex, well, you got to bite that apple. It's too late then. We sit here listening to Will Smith, and all of us can relate to that song because Tremaine said something really important. You know what? Sometimes we not good boyfriends, but we do our damnedest to be good dads. So sometimes it is just the two of us. And ladies understand it. Sometimes it ain't about you. Fellas understand that. You got your baby, stop trying to get with your baby mom. It didn't work with y'all.
Right.
Let her have her freedom, do your thing, pay your support. Don't worry about how much you're paying. As long as your baby look good and it's in good health and eating, shut up.
Shut up.
Shut
Stay
up.
in your lane.
Now,
Stay in your
if
lane.
you got a different issue, then fine. Don't be afraid of the court system. Just quit being, you can't be scared of it, but you want to change. So you got to make that your call. You know what I'm saying? We all paid a nice, healthy amount. We wasn't happy with the amount, and that's a whole nother story. The system does need to be worked on.
Absolutely.
It needs to be a little bit fairer. But what I want y'all to understand, and this show, you know what, ladies, it actually wasn't even for you. It was for these deadbeat dads who I saw bitching and complaining and talking about they $40, $70, $80. dude, you really you.
And they 4 months behind.
But they wearing Jordans.
Right.
They they at the club. They they talking about how I'm looking at your Facebook page. So if you're a cyber,
Priorities, right?
yeah. But
Priorities.
and the thing is whenever, cause like I said, I posted in a bunch of groups, and a lot of ladies tried to work with guys. Trina tried to work with a guy. I ain't gonna call no names, but what always happens is something come up, and the baby mama get put last on the list. Cause you gotta do this, you gotta do that, and it's so crazy. How many say they gotta work overtime? But check this out. What we finna do is we finna go to a caller. Caller, welcome to Random Thoughts. Tell me your name and your question. Caller, tell me what's your name and where you calling from.
Hi, this is Honey, and I'm calling from Riverdale.
Oh, Honey, that's my buddy right there. Honey gonna come on because she gonna talk about some of the things we gonna do to make child support better for dads. But Honey, tell me what you got going with you right now.
I was just listening to the guys, and this is like one guy. He was saying that his child's mother is pretty much okay, and the other one was saying that the mother was kind of a little busy when picking up how the baby is dressed. I deal with that on a daily with my organization, so I see this a lot. And sometimes I won't even say we as women, but sometimes women don't know how to remove personal feelings when it comes to co-parenting. And my questions are always this to mothers: do you do anything mentally, physically, or emotionally with the child? Have you ever hindered his visitation, not his visitation, I hate that word, his parents' time with the child. And I just want to commend the dad for standing into the fight, just stay strong. I'm glad that, I can't remember the gentleman's name, but I'm so glad that you have your child's mother, your daughter's mother is good at co-parenting, and you get her, you don't have to worry about the stress of what she's like when she's not with you. And for the other dad who wanted to get custody of his child, his daughter, I'm glad that you did attempt to fight, to get custody. I do know that Georgia is a mother's state, but I just want to say, big ups to all of you guys.
Thank you.
I appreciate you, but Honey, we got your air now, so go on and say yes. I'm coming to the show. I'm coming to 2 shows. DVP, go on and say it.
I'm definitely coming.
Okay, all right. I just had to get it. I had to get it memorialized so I can hold you to this, so I don't have to sue you. But I appreciate you calling. And y'all gonna like Honey. She's an advocate for dads and the whole child support system. But I just wanted the show just to be about us, because like I said, I had too many dudes saying, "What? Oh man, all they want to do is lock you up." That's when they lock you up. How am I make money on my jail? Well, how was you making money when you weren't paying for 6 months? Right. I mean, I know a guy who went to jail. Get this now, and I know what he was paying. He wasn't even paying triple digits a month. He was $10,000 behind. Dude, you ain't paying triple digits. You ain't paying triple digits. You know what I'm saying? You forgot who you talking to. I'm a cop. I know how to look this up.
Right.
So, oh man, I've been buying her stuff.
That don't matter.
Dude. And I tell everybody this because and I try to educate people. And I tell them, cash donations are a gift. You're expected to do that. You know what I'm saying? Quit being that paper dad. You expect it. When you got your kids, I dislike my visitation one time because she would never send my kid with clothes. So I had to buy clothes. And if you know anything about kids, they like them clothes. They don't want to take them off. So every time I'm buying clothes, he getting new clothes and he taking them back home. And she's sending me with just what's on his back. No toothbrush, no bag, no nothing. So, and that's what we gotta, you know what? That was something I had to decide. My job then was as an undercover cop. It was nothing I could really do about it. He wasn't in bad shape. I just didn't like our agreement. But I knew my job was not going to let me have custody of him. It didn't make sense. That was a fight that wasn't worth trying to win. So, Tim over here being quiet, he just shouted.
Yeah, I'm fine. But I mean, I never fought for custody because I had the conversation with my ex when we were going through the divorce. And I mean, she was pretty controlling during the marriage. She decided that there was no way she was going to allow me to have custody. And I just didn't want to put my boys through that kind of a fight.
How old was it when it left?
They were like 6 and 8. So they were old enough,
to know what was going on.
And so, I mean, she never hindered, my time with them.
Okay. So,
they come over all the time. For the summer, I have them for like 6 weeks, every other weekend.
Okay.
Whenever they're out for school, they're in Cobb County, which has weeks off like every other month.
Right. I
know,
don't go to school.
Yeah, so I bring them over and let them hang out at my house.
Oh, that's what's up.
And that's one of the things that as men, we got to learn to understand the difference between our personal feelings and our children.
Right.
If she got another dude around, Adrian, I don't know if she watching, but Adrian, whenever Adrian was dating another guy, I went and met him because this guy was going to be around my son.
Absolutely.
I don't want to know who's going to be around. I ain't trying to regulate. I want you to be happy.
Yeah.
I truly do. And, it was funny because guys will be intimidated because I want to know who's going to be around my son. I mean, you had my son. I trust you. So I'm trusting that you making good decisions.
Right.
I just want to know. I just need to let him know in case he a little on the loony side. Hey, dude, if you do something wrong, one, I'm going to hurt you if you hurt my child.
Fact.
Two, if you hurt my child mama, I'm going to still beat you
Fact,
because
right.
she's the protector of my child.
Exactly.
So I don't care what y'all got going on. If you think you're going to hit her and get away with it, please believe I'm coming at you.
We ain't playing
And
with
it's
that.
too many times that we get caught up in that. I heard a girl actually say to a guy, he said, I want to see my son. She said, if we ain't fucking, why you want to see him? And I was like, wow.
Whoa.
And-
Whoa.
Right.
Yeah.
Honey said parenting time, not visitation. Visitation is for inmates.
I got you. Okay, honey, I'm gonna get there. I'm still on the legal course right now.
Oh, okay,
Parenting time.
okay,
You know what I'm saying?
all right.
But that's what we gotta get into, and we gotta accept the fact that we gotta make it easier for them to date and go out, because it still make out when a woman is happy at home, it make it easy for our kids.
You said something major about feelings, and that's probably the biggest factor in co-parenting or the inability to co-parent is feelings. People get caught up in their feelings. And the one thing that I stress and I tell either the mother of my child or any guy that I'm talking to, those feelings, they'll mess you up. You got to learn to process those feelings on your own time.
Right.
You can't take it out on her if you in your feelings, even though she may have said something that made you mad or pissed you off. You just can't shoot back. You got to go get in your little corner and be like, I can't stand her, but
And
keep
if
it
you
moving.
do have feelings, let those feelings be for the child.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And once you focus on that, when you
It
put
makes
that
it so much
child,
easier.
dude, everything is
So much
smooth.
easier.
Like she can be talking all kind of noise. If it don't pertain to your kid, well, let that fly. That ain't got nothing to do with you.
Right.
Right. And and another thing I wanted to talk about, and I asked this question and I try to get people to understand, it's like, and it was funny, I got more venom from the women. If your child chooses to call somebody else mom or dad, how do you feel about it? And see, we all got feelings about it. And I'm gonna say this before we get started. If my child feels like somebody's treating them good enough to call them that, I can't be mad at my child.
Can't knock that.
My point is to make sure I'm around so that he don't forget who his real dad
But
is.
the thing about it is, here's my thing. If your child, especially your daughter, feels like she can call another man dad, 99% of the time, you
You're not
ain't in
doing your
position,
job.
bro.
Right.
You're not
You know,
there.
right.
You ain't in
And-
position.
And me, I go through that. My two boys, my ex-wife remarried,
Mhm.
and he came to me and he asked me. He said, "Well, hey, I've been in their lives now for, I think at that time they remarried. She got married. He may have been in their life for like 4 years,
Mhm.
and my youngest one wanted to call him dad. So he came to me, not my youngest son, but her husband came to me and he said, "Well, how do you feel about that?" And I told him, I said, "Listen, I said, as long as you respect my kids respect you." I said, he and I already had a good
Right.
relationship
Right.
with one
We
another.
done.
So
We're good.
I had no problem with it, because again, I was doing my job as a father.
Exactly.
So
How am I complaining? I can't complain about what my child wants to call you. The only thing that I can control is what I do and what I put into my child. And if I know I'm doing the best I can and all I can, man, you can call me the janitor. I'm accounted for.
Right. And if you talk to your child, you'll know how your child feel about this person anyway.
Right,
And if this person has a genuine affinity for him, then why stop that? I mean,
exactly.
as we get older, most of us got 2, 3, 4 mamas and dads of people who we done adopted along the way. And I was amazed at how many people are so sensitive about that, especially the women gave me grief. And I was like, I don't get it. It's if it's about the child, let it be about the child. Stop making everything a battle
Right.
between
Exactly.
me. Oh, I'm the mama. She can't call nobody. I'm the daddy. He can't.
And I keep it a buck with you. I'm not saying if my daughter comes up to me and say, "Hey, I want to call this other man dad," it's gonna stay.
Yeah, you gonna feel
I'm
a certain-
oh, good.
Mhm.
Okay. But at the end of the day, there's a reason why she wants to do that. That man has made an imprint on her life in some form, shape, or fashion.
Right.
How can I hate on that? Because at the end of the day, my daughter needs as many positive role models
Exactly.
that she can in her life. So I'm not about to hate on this man if he's being that positive force. I gotta congratulate that.
Yeah, the village still
Right.
exists.
Yes.
And you know, one of the back when I was doing something, one of the best sermons I ever heard was a preacher was talking about how we drop hand grenades in relationships, because if we don't want it and the kids feel the hostility, now they don't know how close they can get or what they can say.
Exactly,
So we
right.
tear up relationships from the outside without even doing nothing.
Yes.
And you know, and I'm gonna use Trina because I can. And I tell her, you know, a lot of things that the outside dad likes to do, they start wanting to call at 9 or 10 o'clock. What does you mean to talk about this late? They doing little things, nothing that's aggressive,
Mhm.
but little things just to cause problems between you and the new partner.
Exactly.
It's like, and we got to pay attention that we do these things, or when these things happen, we got to know not to let it be egotistical. Hey, we need to, hey, you know, I don't mind your baby daddy to call her, but he need to call between 4 and 7.
There you go.
You know,
Exactly.
we just have to set these rules down, and everybody have to understand. It ain't nothing where I'm trying to be a dictator. We just trying to keep this relationship going.
Respect.
She about to get in bed at 9:30. She might have
Right.
back. She's laying down. We on TV time right now. What are you calling for? That's probably a no-go, bro. Call tomorrow. Try again.
Well, most of it is just mutual respect.
Exactly.
You have a mutual respect amongst each other, and again, it makes it so much easier. And it makes it easier for the child because their minds aren't able to, especially young kids, they can't
Exactly.
really process, okay, well, I got daddy over here,
Mhm.
I got Mr. So-and-so over here, I got mommy here, and I don't want to upset mommy or daddy. And, you know, so if there's a mutual respect amongst everybody,
There you go.
it makes the child's life so
Right.
much easier.
But what you start doing when you start creating that division is you start pulling and snatching away that child's innocence, because she's
Right.
now going through saying, can I tell this to daddy without
Right.
daddy
Yeah.
getting
Right.
mad? Or can I
Right.
tell this to mommy without mommy getting mad?
You making them pick a side.
Now they
Right.
picking a side, and then what they're going to start doing is figuring that out and keeping secrets. And then again, what they're going to start doing
Playing
is,
one against
there
the
you
other.
go.
Yeah.
So funny thing is this actually happened last week. My daughter got a red face in daycare, and so her mother called me and said, your daughter got a red face. And I'm like, wow, let me talk to her. So when we videotaped, I'm like, you got a red face? And she was very like nonchalant about it. Like, I got a red face. And that took me back, because if she knows she upsets me, we got waterworks.
Okay.
So her mom was like, so what you gonna do? She's like, oh, she gets no TV time when she gets to the house tonight. I was like, dang. I picked her up Friday. So I was like, dang, I'm gonna have to back that play. I'm like, man, I had ice cream and movie night, man. It broke me to my heart. But when I picked my daughter up, she was like, Dad, I want to watch TV. I'm like, nope, it's bad. I mean, you can play with these flashcards because you ain't listening in daycare. You can get these flashcards in your life. If not, you can go to bed. And I had a whole elaborate thing planned out. It hurt me. Like, it really hurt me to the point where I had to go in my room and cry, because I'm sitting there like, man, I ain't really never punished my daughter like this before. And I really wanted to watch this movie. So now I got to go sit in timeout because she got in trouble.
And that's probably one of the worst things about co-parenting. If you're going to do it successfully, you can't let your house be the safe haven when they get in trouble.
Exactly.
Oh, I can be bad on
Exactly.
Friday because I'm going to dad's this
Right.
weekend.
Exactly.
And you got to work together. And you know, when I try to tell people, you got to understand that process. As much as we don't want to do it because it's our time and we got big things planned, but if she plotting against us,
Mhm.
you got to shut it down. And that's all that helps the friendship grow between you and the
Absolutely.
other parent.
Right.
And we got to stop not wanting to be friends with them. We don't have to love them no more, but they're going to be in our life really forever.
Forever.
And not at
Y'all gotta
18,
bond.
they're going to be in our
Y'all
life
gotta bond.
forever.
Come on, man. Y'all got to bond.
Yeah,
And y'all can't be tight-faced every time y'all see each other, man.
Right.
Y'all,
Right.
You gotta tighten up. You gotta man up.
you know, one of the things that, you know, like I use Trina, that my son's mother will randomly put a post on Facebook about how great a dad I am and she loved me. And I said, Trina, does that bother you? I mean, because she don't love me in the sense of lovers. She loved me in the sense that when it came time to stand up and take care of my son, I did it.
Right.
And Trina's like, okay, I'm good with that. I understand it. Because she don't inbox me, none of that. Because all the kids with her, they're all grown now. And it's like, but a lot of times people see competition. Why she saying you a good dad? Why she saying she love you? Really? Really? I mean,
And those are the things that, like I said, your mate should respect about you.
right.
These are your
Right.
kids.
And I know we're probably gonna get on this a little later about dating. And if you're dating someone that doesn't or can't deal with that, like, yo, it's exit stage left.
Right,
And you
right.
figure that out real early.
Right.
Because I was dating a lady like that, and man, my daughter's mother went out to the fair and she got a little tight about that. I was like, I don't really think we're gonna be able to move in the same direction. And that's where it really gets hard when you because no matter how much you like this particular woman, if you can't see that cohesive relationship being built between all of you guys, you got to do like Usher say and let it burn, man.
Right. I mean, when I got married, all the parents came to the house and met. Hey, this is what we need to understand. This is where they stay. Now, if y'all don't like any of the house rules, say you want your kid to come stay with you. But this is the house rule. Me and the wife, these are what we do as a rule.
Absolutely.
Don't call telling us what you don't like. If you don't think you don't like it, now's the time to grab your child and just say, hey, I want them to stay with me. And it's funny, nobody said anything. Oh, don't call me later. Don't say this. And you know, and I think everybody should have that conversation at some point. Now it's different if you're, and I know y'all don't like this word, but if your baby mama got a habit of dating every different 12 guys and all of them she calling either uncle or you know, your daughter got 12 daddies, that's a problem. But and that's where you got to reassess. Hey, what are you willing to give up to get her back? And if you ain't willing to give up nothing, you know what you got to do? STFU. STFU, because you ain't willing to change the system.
There you go. And
that's on you. So and that's just the crazy part. The number again is 770-703-5494. We gonna be here. They're gonna stay with me for a minute. All right, so we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be back. Let me know what you want to talk about. Random Thoughts with DVP. That's me and my guys.
Audio out, visual out. Good job. Number tag. Good job. Everybody okay?
That's right.
You're doing a fantastic job. If you wasn't, I will tell you the truth.
Sure will.
I keep trying to jump in, but it's like y'all have good conversations going. It's like I don't have anything really to add to that particular conversation. So
just tap me on the leg. I got some. I want y'all to talk. I mean, they hear me all the time.
Yeah.
Jermaine,
What I
you
do?
need a drop.
Oh, okay.
Right on the set,
Random
please.
Thoughts with
DVP.
and FoxTrapRadio.com. Yes, every day.
Okay, we're going live. Quiet on the set. Going in 5, 4, 3.
This is Tremaine with Random Thoughts with DVP on FoxTrapRadio.com.
Good job.
I thought you had changed it. That's why.
Oh, no, I was just
I
giving you the
almost
short
messed up
version.
on the DVP part, though.
Yo, I see I'm about to stab y'all. I see I'm about to
I got
stab
you,
y'all.
though, but I dropped
Yeah,
it
you
in.
like Random Thoughts with this dude.
Yeah, like that's my homie.
This dude.
My home.
Yeah, the violence is coming. What's up, Jackie Porter Salad? The violence is coming.
I like the I like what you said about them being 6 and 8, and you ain't want to go through that because they remember that.
Right.
And you was going, and one of y'all was going to have to drag one of y'all to get your point across, and that's not. I won't with that. I wouldn't been with that.
I mean, I pretty much just.
Yeah,
She would argue all the time, and I'd be like, "We're not married. I don't really have anything to argue with you about. If you want to have a conversation, we can talk." And if she kept going on the phone, I'm like, "I'm hanging up. Goodbye. When you want to talk, call me back."
There you go.
And I leave it at that. I mean, I was like, I'm not, I mean, there were some times, especially early on, where I hung up and I'm steaming. But that was what I felt like I had to do to get her to understand that she no longer ran everything I did.
There you go.
And I mean,
so you hear that at 1, that's why I go put myself on papers.
Mhm.
Right. She's 1.
Right.
We got 17 more. Yeah, I can't live under your thumb for 17.
Right.
Friends or not, I can't live under your thumb like that. Let me go drop these
Right.
papers. Let me go put myself on child support now.
Mhm.
Had somebody told me what that number they was going about to throw on my tail, on my I wouldn't have. Let's say, what you say.
You did negotiated.
Yeah, there you go. What you say you need it? So,
I
nah.
thought mine was bad.
Yeah, dude.
I've been paying $2,000 for a little over 10 years.
Oh, Lord.
$24,000 a year.
Oh, Lord.
Because during the summer, I only give her half. So those few weeks that I have her, like a month.
Mine don't
But you
stop.
know,
Mine don't stop. You get used to it after that first year, maybe that first year.
Make it work.
You good? You like, all right,
But
cool.
I got
But that
two
first
boys.
year,
I got 2 boys. And
I was petty, bro.
Yeah.
I was doing the most. I was doing the absolute most, bro. Listen, man. I was just super petty. Everything was an issue. I was in my feelings.
See, with mine, I knew going in. Once I did the worksheet, I did all that before I even got to court. So I was ready.
Mhm.
I knew pretty much what I had to pay, even though my numbers weren't correct with theirs, but we were pretty much in the same.
You were same ballpark.
So, man, I was like,
I knew what they,
it is what
and
it
I
is.
couldn't complain. I should have been happy because I knew what they said they was gonna get,
Mhm.
and I knew what we settled out at.
Mhm.
So they wanted 18, and then I came in at the 16. I should have been happy, but I'm like, man, there's one kid. Like, what are we talking about? There's one kid.
And this dude in front of me just paid $50 a
Right,
week. What?
right.
What? What?
And and he don't never see his kid. I'm in here trying to get halftime. What we talking about, dude?
Oh, he wanted to see him that one time when the family come for that one holiday. That's
Right,
it.
right.
I guess that'd be the upsetting part. You know you're doing what you're supposed to do, and then when you look, like, okay, this.
And that's
right.
why. And a lot of fellas that I used to kick it with, I don't kick it with no more.
Mhm.
Because once I realized this, if you don't take care of your kid, bro, we ain't got nothing in
Yeah.
common.
Yeah, you ain't never busy.
Yo,
You ain't never busy with your kids.
You got 2 kids, like dog.
You know?
I got my daughter this weekend. Oh, my bad. When you gonna get your daughter on the weekend, partner? Like, what's up?
You good over there, trainer? Farad, what's going on? 770-703-5494.
So if they tuning into the radio, they hearing this song too?
Yeah, if they on the link, yep. You're so silly, y'all, Mr. Blue. Oh, we're gonna get back to it one day.
This weekend.
1
boy, I tell
minute,
you.
you start countdown 1 minute from now, okay?
Always.
Well, they can't wait now. That's what's up.
Well,
Hey, make sure y'all on foxtrapradio.com. I need the numbers.
Yo, it's it. Dude, it ain't nothing else popping.
Go to it, foxtrapradio.com. All right?
We in here
Don't leave me
baking,
hanging.
Tea parties, cooking.
Oh, man,
Y'all, man, yo, come on.
What's going on,
I got
Allison Gill?
painted up over the Friday night.
Yeah.
I know it does. Right.
What's going on, Garrett? Congratulations. Yes, ma'am.
You come back in there, refresh that topic, okay? When you refresh the topic, let them know what you're really talking about, even though it's tagged already, then go ahead and take your call, okay?
What's the topic?
That.
Daddy
Oh,
show.
okay. I'm like, man.
Like that.
Hey, I don't know. I'm old.
Welcome
You
to
the oldest.
EVP, okay? The random thoughts.
I don't know,
Okay.
August.
Refresh. I'm
All right.
still at the table.
All right.
Introduce them all. Still
I
at
got
the
you.
table with Sebastian, with Tim,
All right.
with Tremaine.
When your birthday?
We're gonna take this
August
call.
65.
Okay, so I'm the oldest. Respect the elders.
You
No,
gonna,
I'm the baby in the bunch.
you gonna cut
37.
cut the lives?
I'm the baby. I could look around the room and tell y'all I'm the baby in the bunch, man.
Their
Come on.
lives, are you gonna cut them or not?
Oh, I ain't even told him. I
Okay,
can't.
come on, let's bring you a fight.
All right.
Everybody look at the camera. Let's bring them back in. Refresh.
I got you.
Reintroduce. Straight to the call.
I got you.
Okay, got it? Let's do it. Going in 5, 4, 3.
And we are back, and it's still Random Thoughts with DVP, and we having a hot show. I got my partners here. I got Tremaine, I got Tim, I got Sylvester. I don't know how he snuck in with the S. He told me his name was Tony on the thing. He got here and changed it. So we doing the dad show, and we keeping it real and honest with y'all. We telling you the stuff we like, the stuff we didn't like, how we let our feelings get into it. But we finna continue. But before we get there, I got somebody who on the phone. So caller, what's going on with you? Tell me who you are when you calling from. Sound like my nephew there. What's going on?
Top count.
See, and you miss us. If you was here, you see your picture on the screen. So I'm hoping you're watching on foxtrapradio.com. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Now, my nephew ain't here to talk for himself, so I'm going to give y'all a little brief thing. He's got custody of his child. See, he wasn't worried about going to court.
We
He
got us
went
one,
to
folks.
court.
We got us one.
He went to court and got custody. He didn't sit back and bitch about what might have happened and what couldn't happen and how the man was going to get him. So nephew, can you give us a quick little thing about how you wasn't afraid to go through the court system? Don't get into legitimation right now. I'm going to get into that later on. But just tell him how you weren't scared to go through the system to get custody of yours.
Well, I actually was terrified to go through the system. As most guys know, we're told that the court systems aren't set up for us to be successful in that realm. And I actually didn't go into court with the intention on getting full custody of my son. I was just going to get some custody, a joint custody agreement set up. But some things kind of happened in the midst of that kind of pushed me towards, that. But, my wife was the biggest caliber, and me even going to court, because I was I had my son when I was 17 years old. So going through a court custody battle was terrifying for me because all you ever hear is, the mother wins in court and you never see your child again kind of thing. And that's so far from the truth
That street lie.
when it comes to court battles for co-parents.
And let me ask you a quick question, because these guys don't have the issue yet, but we talked about this. What, are you getting child support from the mother?
I am not, but that is by request of me.
And
I'm at-
I get child support from them.
And that was one of the points I was pushing. Most dads who get child support realize the mom is either in really bad shape and they don't want it as much.
Right.
And they're not as spiteful. But you can win in the court system. Quit being afraid of it. He's telling you he did. How old are you now, Farad?
I'm 33, so
He,
34 now.
he 34. So it's a young man telling you this, not
Right.
somebody old like me. This is a young man telling you this. And when did you go to court to get custody? When did you win custody?
He has been with me since he was 4. We legally won custody of him when he was 9.
So we talking about pretty recent. So fellas, quit using that lame excuse about what the court system gonna do to you. Have your ducks in a row. If the mother, sometimes it's a tough battle to prove the mother's unfit, but sometimes it ain't that tough. It's just depending on what you want to do. He was supposed to be here today, but he got things going on because he doing his daddy duty.
Right.
He got kids, and the next issue we're gonna get to is this whole word y'all know I hate. It's 3 words I hate in the English language. I hate nigga, I hate bitch, and I hate step. I hate when people say they got step anything. Ain't no step grandmamas, ain't no step aunts, ain't no step cousins. How in the hell we end up with step kids? That just aggravates me to the. Every time I hear somebody say step, I see myself in an orange jumpsuit. What the hell is that? Farad, you got any step kids?
I do not.
Does your wife have any step kids?
Yes, who?
See, does your wife have any step kids?
No, I mean, she does. You can't tell her.
Exactly. They heard.
Yeah, no, you ain't.
That's a responsibility you take on. I got a girlfriend,
More like her than she does like me.
and, and that's a good thing. He's a good looking fellow, so we thankful that she fed him more than you did. That's all I'm gonna say on that, nephew. And we joke about it, but that's just one of them things that I got a girlfriend, not a wife yet. Her daughter keep telling me I'm her dad. She 4 and I don't even get a vote. She was like, "You my dad," and I was like, "How we get to that point? You 4, you not even a gangster." But at 4, that's why girls make you soft. No matter how hard we want to be, they make you take all the bass out your voice. I ain't gonna call Tremaine out, but Tremaine on YouTube learning how to do hair.
Gotta get it. Hey.
But that's what dads want to do. The good dads, ladies, when you pick you a grown ass man, they can accept that the relationship is over. Don't get it twisted. It might take us a minute to let go of our feelings, but at the end of the day, we want to be great dads. We realize the relationship didn't work, and after that part, let's just let us do what we do. Let us be great dads. You be a great mom over there. I'm gonna be a great dad over here. Let's co-parent. Let's make this work. It's a simple system. Hey, Farad, I appreciate you calling. Like I say, your stuff running across the screen, so make sure you go to foxtrapradio.com and watch those so you can see the pictures I put up of you and your family.
Absolutely, I appreciate it.
But I'm gonna have you ready next show. All right. So we talked about you guys are cool with your exes, your the other half.
Getting
You
there.
cool with them dating?
I mean, I wish my ex would date.
You wish you would date?
I think so.
I was hoping for the day that she did. I like, yo, please go get you. Hey, I'll find you one.
I
Let me
moved
help.
on. I remarried.
Like,
I got
go.
2
You
more
know
children
what?
in the deal.
It get easier.
Plentyoffish.com represent.
Hey,
They
no,
trying to
it
set
get easier.
they trying to
Hey,
set the other
it get
parent
easier.
up. Good.
Because, or if it should get easier, because you should have another man advocate like, yo, why you tripping on brother like
And
that?
it takes their mind off of
You.
Right.
There you go.
Get them something else to
There you
do.
go.
I got a quick question for you, Tremaine.
All right, what up?
Somebody said now, if you were married,
Mhm.
would you still have went to the fair with your ex-wife and daughter?
If I was married, I would most definitely went to the fair with my not my ex-wife, but the mother of my child and my daughter. The only difference would have been that I would have brought my wife with me, because at that point we should have been established enough where we've already blended that family. So no, I wouldn't have left my wife out of that equation. But
Okay.
since we just dating, why muddy that water right then? Especially if we're just figuring this co-parenting thing out. And just so you guys know, that was the first time that her and I ever did something from a co-parenting perspective together. So I wasn't about to bring additional body when we haven't even established that dynamic yet. We was trying to work through that. So I was just trying to keep it as simplistic as possible.
All right, I just want somebody asked about that, so let me clear it up. It was a difference between a girlfriend and a wife. When you just dating somebody, they don't really need to be a part of that family time because you're not sure if you're gonna keep them yet.
Right.
So,
right.
and one of the things I discussed is that from my experiences, dads are way more protective of their children than moms are. Dads will stop dating when they got custody of their children. They just don't want to do it.
I can't do it.
And they slow to introduce people. And I understand why some moms have to do it, but some moms, y'all a little too quick to introduce your child to everybody. I had a Facebook friend who, when she would have company, she would lock her child in the room. And I'm like, really? Is sex that important that you locking your child locking them in a room?
I wish she might.
And I'm like,
man, please,
you know,
don't play with me like
I'm
that.
thinking if I meet this woman, that's my signal to just go on because you're
But
trifling.
hold on, though. What kind of man cool with that though?
Right.
Like for real.
Okay, but she messing with a dude then. So, because dudes who want to just hit it, they don't care how they doing it. And if you set yourself up for that, and that's why sometimes they pick the wrong guy, like we picked the wrong one.
Nah,
But
man.
for you to say
a
this
good
out
guy-
loud,
A good guy will probably say, "No, I'm not down."
We
with
can't.
that."
Like, so,
I wouldn't do that.
And
But
I can't do
but
that. I
she-
can't. I'm not built like that.
But she also
But you
could,
know, it's crazy that you say that. I definitely don't condone locking no child in no room. Absolutely not. But that goes back to where you were saying that some guys don't come get their kids. So it's like, at the end, eventually it's like, what are we supposed to do? I get you shouldn't introduce your child to every man, and he definitely shouldn't be no revolving door every couple months. But damn, I don't never get a break. I don't ever get a break. What am I supposed to do?
I guess I look at it like this. When two people have children or a child or what have you, whether it's with the mother or with the father, those two people should think, okay, if I got custody of this child, what is my life going to be like?
Facts.
Where's my life? If let's just say he or she is with the mother has to be like, okay, well, is his father, is he going to come around? If not, and if he doesn't, am I prepared mentally, physically, financially, spiritually, or what have you, to raise this child?
Right.
And see, a lot of people don't look at it like that. They just look at, okay, we got this kid, this person's going to help me. It's not like that all the time.
But my thing is this, and I think for me, it goes a little bit beyond once we have this child, because there's certain makeups in a man that you can realize when you're dating this man. Is this man accountable? Does this man have character? Is this man, does he handle his responsibilities as a man right now, kids or not? Or if he has kids, does he actually kick it with his kids that he has? And if all of those are no, why are you throwing that ass in a circle for that man? Because he ain't earned nothing.
Right.
Like, come on now.
Odessa asked, what happens if you wait to introduce them? Your feelings get strong for the person, but the kid doesn't like them.
It's a dub.
time to let it go. Looks like another left TKO. If your child don't like, at the end of the day,
child is not
that's
going to
what
like everybody.
That's-
And I don't want to say that my daughter doesn't like me, but her father's in her life, and he's there. He comes and gets her in the middle of the week and all that kind of stuff. So I'm like the add-on to her. So, she always wants to make sure that, in my opinion, that I remember that she does have a dad, and that I'm not taking his place. But
But it's not to where she doesn't like.
That's not
right.
dislike.
Right,
That's just that know your roles, stay in your lane.
Right.
That's all that is.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
To you it feels like dislike because
It's a struggle. It's a struggle.
Yeah.
But you got to know what's a priority, and I have a problem with all mothers who don't prioritize their children. To me, that's 12 strikes right there.
Yeah.
So because when I met Trina, one of the things that we talked about before she came in here is I need to meet your kids to see how we mesh. Because to me, that's an important thing. If we're going to be a real couple, if we just making booty calls, then it ain't important at all. But if we're going to try to make this into a real relationship, then there's some things that we need to know about each other. I want to see your kids. I want to see how they live and how you treat them, how they respond to you. When you say something, are they jumping every time you say something? So a lot of that is because some women don't prioritize their kids. And that's on us to know. And it's important as a man to know where you are in life. Remember, I told you before, I had no problems admitting when I was a predator. When I was a predator, I didn't care nothing about your other family because I picked women who had that same mentality. I didn't care. As I became more responsible and grew into my grown ass manedness, there's certain things that I prioritize now. And that's something that, you know, we grow into it at different phases, but we have to, if a child don't like somebody, shit. My second marriage, I'm still blaming you for this, Junior. I was dating 2 women that I liked a lot. I had him spend the weekend with all of us, and not at the same time, but we spent one weekend with.
Oh, you was in your whole face for real.
No, I had narrowed down to 2.
Hey, that's still a whole face, bro.
Anyway,
let's
hey,
put it out
competition. And he spent the weekend with both of them. Tell me who you like, because whoever you like, that's who you're going with. Because I need for you to be happy. I like both of them. Shit, I'm good.
As a mother, you know, like if I develop strong feelings for somebody and my kids didn't like them, we just not gonna move in together. I'm sorry, you know, you might not like it, but you just can't come live with me. I'm not gonna say I would totally cut him off because it depends on the reason that the kid don't like him. Do they not like him just because they don't like him because they're a teenager and they just don't want nobody to take their daddy place, or do they get, you know, some kind of messed up feelings from him? Why does
and that's a good point, because a lot of
Great point.
times boys will not like the new dude. They just ain't, period.
Especially, but if they're a teenager, you got to understand why they coming into their own. They the man of the house.
Right.
What you doing? What you doing in here? I've been running this for a minute. At least in their mind, they have. So I can get that.
But that's something
understand that.
that's something the mother should know. So as opposed to bringing you in, she should ease you into the transition.
Right.
Don't just bring you there and say, hey, we finna live together. You
Right.
gonna learn to like him. And that's what, you know,
Right.
we so quick to do stuff. And that's one of them
Now.
things that,
You know, one thing I want to say about that is that.
oh, Tim talking.
Yeah,
Can we
I had to jump
can we
in.
get a close up?
We in his lane now.
But so the thing for me is this: when you marry somebody, you're dating somebody, and you're getting to that point, you really know whether that person is right for you or not.
Facts.
And so
Right.
a lot of times women and men get together. I don't want to blame either one of them. And they know one or both of them knows it's not right, but they do it anyway.
Correct.
And then you have problems. When you have a child involved, that makes it even worse.
Yes.
Hella
And
worse.
so, you know, you put the child in that situation, you know that you're not really feeling this guy or this girl like that, but y'all been together for long enough, you might as well get married. It falls apart.
Right.
Now that's messing up the child and everything. So
Right.
you really have to put the effort in to make sure it's the right person, because the right person is going to work with you through issues.
Correct.
The wrong
Correct.
person is going to complain and fuss and fight.
And they're gonna make
until it
excuses.
ends.
Right.
Right, until it ends.
And sometimes you have to accept that the woman you think you want ain't the right one. She's Miss Right now. I did that show.
Right.
Sometimes you have to know the difference between Mr. or Mrs. Right versus Mr. or Mrs. Right now. And that sometimes it take us a minute to learn that theory. But you got to be able to get through it. Yes, sir.
But maybe and another thing is the woman that you want might not be the woman that is good for you.
Right.
And for me, that's the hardest thing, a lesson to learn. Like, you want this woman, and I mean, you shoot your shot, you go get it, you get to know her, and then you like, dang, this don't work for my situation. But dang, she bad. I just can't let go. Well,
Yeah, but that's not everything. That's that momentary feeling.
I give you that,
Right.
but still,
But in that moment, I understand. But
what do we hear more often than not? I don't want to start over with somebody else, so we're gonna settle for. I know this shit stink, but somebody else might stink worse. And to me, that's the dumbest reason to be in a relationship.
Right.
If you see where you ain't happy, and I'm gonna do a show on purpose and priorities. Once you get to a certain level, it's time to accept the fact that you got a layaway date, and you need to start counting back to 90 days so you can let them go. The sex is great, but there's no future for y'all to grow if that's what you're looking for. And you gotta know in your head if that's what you want. So when you dating a woman, and you know it's crazy, I only dated women with kids. I don't trust women who ain't got kids. You gotta have, because that tells me a little bit about your responsibility, and it shows me something. I look at that. And some women will believe that if they got kids, that their dating pool is minimized because they think some guys don't want to date a woman with kids. It's a mindset. It just depends on who they're hanging around. Go ahead.
Now,
Sylvester.
speaking on that topic, my fiance, before we got engaged, we were friends. And
Oh, did y'all hear that before on another show? I ain't even gonna say that.
we were friends for
That's
quite
what's
some
up.
time. But our friendship took a hit when I had my daughter, because she was like, you know, I'm not really cool with men that have young kids. So I was like, man, I said, you know, like, damn, no. But we cool, we tight, we did a lot of stuff together, but friendship kind of faded for about maybe 2 or 3 years.
Right.
She's saying you tapping the baby mama, which is why she.
Well, no. She knew that wasn't happening. No, seriously, she knew that wasn't happening at all. But when her and I got together, I was like, man, I said, now, is this gonna work out? I said, she's not really big with little kids, and I think at the time, my daughter was 5.
Okay.
And I did the little trial and little test thing. And for someone who I thought, who said they wasn't not good with kids, I mean, it just kind of it clicked. It really clicked. But I went into it like, oh my God, like am I gonna have to drop this? Because like you say, your child comes first.
There you go.
But it worked out. It worked out.
And, time, purpose, and destiny. Everything don't work out when you want it to. Sometimes you got to go through some things, and that's something that we don't get sometimes. Sometimes you can meet somebody at the wrong time, right person, just wrong time. So time, purpose, and destiny is a big thing. So we're gonna take a quick break, and then y'all ready? 770-703-5494, because we got a few more minutes. Let me know what you're thinking. Random Thoughts with DVP. Y'all know what it is. Fellas, I'm glad y'all came, but y'all know
Are you
it's
out? Is you out? Good job.
y'all know what's gonna
I
happen.
came out early.
Nick,
I think I came out early with the head up.
y'all gonna have to in January or February. We're gonna have to do part 2. I just go on the clear schedules. I'm gonna tell y'all to get here 5:21.
All right. Yo, we almost been on this thing for 2 hours.
That rain and the traffic.
Yo, it don't
Okay, so
feel
good
like
job. So when you guys come back, you're gonna have 5 minutes before you close the show. You hear the music going up under you, you close it out.
Okay.
All right.
Look at you now. You ready to go?
I'm ready to go. Yeah, this been kind of dope.
The rain and traffic.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
you
trust
gotta
me, I
pick a better day. Like, I almost counted on you, bro. You don't even know how close I came to like, yo, bro.
What
I
you mean pick up about that Wednesday's the only day I do this?
I can't make this.
Yeah, how people get stay up for no reason whatsoever.
And you know what?
Darren Peter,
And-
nobody on
Say it again?
here. Darren Peter, you're not supposed to.
Yeah, well, I mean, we ain't got 10 minutes now, know what?
So, what I was about to say, and you know where we came from, bro. I was like, Lord, the traffic was busting. I'm
Where
like,
you at?
Powder Springs.
Oh.
Oh,
I was in
okay.
Smyrna.
Yeah.
We're at Powder Springs.
Right up Higher Lithium, right by the fire station on Higher Lithium Springs. The little
What's up, niece?
what kind of church is that?
My ex is in Vineyard Place on Macklin.
Yeah. Okay, I know what that's at.
My ex and my brother's ex both live there.
Oh wow.
We both, my brother and his ex built a house there.
Okay.
Me and my ex moved in because they had bought a house there, so we bought one. So now the exes live there. And
Okay.
we're
And
gone.
y'all gone.
Yeah, my situation's interesting. I get along better with my daughter's father than I do her.
Ain't that crazy?
Now that's
But
'cause
sometimes
sometimes I work like that, but you make it work for you.
We had some, things because in the beginning, he felt like he could say what he wanted to my wife.
Yeah.
And so we had to straighten that
Straighten
out.
that out, iron that out real quick.
But, that was the thing. But he never had any issues with me and his daughter. And I've never had any issues from that perspective. But, she has pushed and tried. And
How old is she now?
she's just turned 13 last week. So,
You in that fun. You in
but
that
I've known her
fun
since she
zone
was
now.
4.
Ain't nothing fun about it.
So,
I know. That's why I said in the fun zone.
it's been a struggle every
That's-
step of the
Turn
way.
15. I'm ready for her to get out.
I'm fully prepared for the time when my daughter ain't gonna even be rocking with dad like that.
That's what you say. You said
But
till that time comes.
She has that
Ready to get
personality.
out.
That's why I go through with my 17-year-old. I'm like, wow.
Is yours a girl? Is that a girl?
No, my 2 oldest boys, and then
Then you got the
the
little girl.
8-year-old.
So you just loving the 8-year-old because she's just the coolest.
Man, it's a struggle though, because like you said, she makes me soft.
But
My daughter's 8. She's really never had to get a spanking or whooping and nothing like that.
how do you feel about that? Because I don't think I would ever. I'm saying it now. She's 8, but 3 by the turn 4.
I've never
But
done it.
I don't think I ever would.
I've never done it.
But sometimes you don't have to.
I did what I needed to do
Right.
when the
Some
boys
kids,
were
they can
like
just hear their father's
1 and 2 years
voice
old.
and that's it.
I did what I needed to do when they were like 1 to 3.
Yeah.
And
So
so from that point on,
because if
if
I'm
I
raising
said
my
something,
boys
right.
with my
She
daughter,
start crying.
it's
Yeah.
waterworks.
But that's how girls are.
That's
You
it.
don't
Like-
have
Go in, 5 minutes. Hear the music coming up, close out the show. I'm gonna give you a 2-minute warning for any shout out you wanna do, okay?
Got
Let's
you,
go
got
live. Bring the audience back in. Going in 5, 4, 3.
We are back in this Random Thoughts with DVP. I'm just telling y'all right quick, man. Y'all should be listening to Foxtrot Radio. They jamming. Sometimes we can't even have a side conversation because we listen to the music. This the dad show, and I'm here with 3 dads. I'm gonna count myself. I'm here with 4 great dads. We've enjoyed what we do. We made some mistakes, but we learned how to get past them. So I'm here with Tremaine.
What's up?
I'm gonna flip script this time. Sylvester
What's happening?
and Tim. And of course, I'm DVP. And this is what we do. We're gonna have a follow-up show because I see y'all got a lot of things going on. We've been talking about the whole dad concept, the custody, but we didn't get into a lot of things because the conversations got a little deep and y'all was talking, we talking back to y'all. But we just want to let y'all know the system does work. You just got to be willing to comply with it and try it. It will. And if you're a deadbeat, it ain't gonna work. You're gonna have a lot of complaints. And this is one of the things. And see, I don't claim to be ignorant. I surround myself with a good circle of dudes, grown ass men. But I know it's some shady dudes out there. I hate when people say, "Well, ain't none of my friends like that." In the big picture, we all know. I guarantee you, both of them, all 3 of these guys could look on their Facebook page and come up with 10 deadbeats like that. Tremaine had already said he started cutting off some of his friends who had kids because they was always free. They were never with their child. Who does that? You know, my photographer extraordinaire, Tim, came and took some pictures, and next thing I know, the kids in the picture. This is how we do this. He brought his boy to the photo shoot. This is what we do. I just met Sylvester, but I'm looking at their page. They got pictures with their kids, which is funny to me. It's something I'm gonna hit on. I see a lot of y'all dads posting pictures with y'all kids, but I'm looking in the background. There's some old ass pictures y'all posting. Stop playing. Stop playing.
Stop stealing your pictures
You know what
from
I'm
your
saying?
baby mama.
Yeah,
page,
stop.
y'all.
You can't say baby mama.
Oh, mother and child. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't want you to get hit with some microphone.
But
But y'all ain't slick with that. You know what I'm saying? Go live with them every now and then. You know what I'm saying? You like showing them off, but I'm looking at when you post a picture and I'm looking at them leaves in the background when it's summertime. Oh, me and my baby's girl spending week. No, y'all, stop playing. Stop playing. But ladies, make better choices. Stop calling men kings if that's not what they earn. All right. So we here, like I said, we doing the dad show. We talked about custody. I'm gonna come back again. We're gonna talk about legitimation and some of the things that need to be done. But I just wanted to get this issue out because I'm watching guys talk about what they ain't gonna do, how the system work against them. And the crazy thing, y'all didn't see it, but I posted a thing about condoms, and you'll be surprised how many guys say they ain't wearing no condom. And me and Trina had talked about it, and I told it's 2 things that we need to have contracts for. Sex need to be one of them. Because people will say, "Oh, I'm gonna be a good dad, I'm gonna be here," but we know that ain't the way it's happening. So and that's just real life. A lot of people have a plan until something happens. Oh, I ain't gonna never leave, baby. Well, we ain't with none of our baby. We ain't with none of our
mother of our child.
We ain't with none of them.
Right.
Shit happens. But at some point we thought we was gonna be together, but shit happened. So there need to be a contract so that we decide to split up or break up. Everybody know what their responsibility is. That's just my personal opinion. Along with, every baby need to have paternity test when born. That's just my personal opinion. But we got 2 minutes. I had a great show. I just want to say thank you, Tremaine. I'm gonna give y'all a quick second. If y'all want people to follow y'all got some projects going. Tell them what you got going. I'm gonna start with you, Sylvester.
I don't really have any projects going.
He be lifting weights though. He be, what I'm saying? He be flexing.
If you get a chance, I'm Facebook, Sylvester Hitchcock, Instagram, Quattro T. I love exercise and I just promote fitness and a healthy lifestyle.
All right, that's what's up, Tremaine.
No projects really going on. All I do is chill, barbecue. But if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Tiago's World. If you want to follow me on Facebook, it's Trey Tiago.
Hold on, did bro say he barbecue?
Oh yeah.
You got that right, Trey?
Let's do it.
Tim, what you got?
Well, I'm a photographer and
Extraordinary. I want you to get that whole thing in.
I can't say that part. I love what I do. I love to create, and right now I'm working on something to start up after the first of the year. I'm going to be doing some really cool photo shoots with women out in the field, for different causes. They should be cute. Some of them will be.
We need to change this information.
It's really something that I want to do as a give back kind of thing. So I want anybody to be able to be here.
Yeah, we can all get back together. Yeah, I want to partner with you on
And
that.
he got one he gonna do with dads and their kids. You know what I'm saying? We already got a
I'm
plan.
down, man.
And of course, y'all know who I'm DVP. I'm the host of Random Thoughts with DVP. You can follow me on Instagram at Random Thoughts with DVP. You can follow me on Facebook, Random Thoughts with DVP. It's all the same. If you got something you want to talk about, inbox me. Inbox one of my management team: Katrina Dunbar, Raylene Driver James, Odessa Skeet, John L. Stinson, Chuck Taylor, Tiffany Real, Farad Thomas, Cleopatra Jones. She just can't give y'all real name. I enjoyed this. We're about to go. Random Thoughts with DVP is out. Peace, popcorn, and chicken grease.
Peace.
Audio out, visual out, credits running. Good job, babies. Picture times. Y'all did a great job.
Ah,
Thank you.
can I get my jacket? If we taking photos,
Oh,
it enhances my swag. Oh. Yeah, what? You need to get the blue back in here, man.